to the wheel, then I have to do a Smash or Pass stream in the future. So, well, I'm gonna show you the punishment stream. Punishment redeem later. I'll show you the real one. Okay, so let's briefly talk about. So if you have seen my, my viewers' dual streams or my replays and all that stuff, replay streams, you'd be familiar with all these cards already. So I'm just gonna be brief about it. So basically, Iroha has your main searcher. You search for a monster. Mainly, you want to search for a Kumugi, which has a Pompor effect that can special summon itself, and you can add a wonderful spell or trap from your deck to your hand. Mainly, you would go for Nico Garden, which all your wonderful monsters you control gain 500 attack and defense, and you can add a continuous spell. Like you can just activate it face up, which is friendly bonds, and yeah, so friendly bonds, like while you have a wonderful monster in your on your field, which is very most likely, you could set a Nico Diamond, and then you can activate Nico Diamond, special summon it. Well, first you gotta banish one of these cards, and then it becomes the name. It becomes all this stuff for the banishing monster, and then it becomes material for these fusions. Like Kumugi is like Kumugi EX is like Kumugi, but it's more of an extender. It's not a searcher. It's like, oh, if you have this in your banish pile or you're in hand, you can special summon this. Same thing with this. Yuki and Mayu, they kind of do like the same thing where like they take one of your monsters from your graveyard or banishment, add them to your hand, or special summon it in Yuki's case. Kir Draco, you can banish one wonderful monster from your hand or field. Mainly, you would go from Friendly Bonds, special summon it, and then Friendly's Bond activates, so it returns back to the deck, and you draw a card. Also, Roha has a banish effect where like you can just draw a card. This one, if this one's banished, then you can special summon a wonderful monster from your hand. Well, if you use Neko Diamond to be banished, or like banished for a fusion monster, or just sent to the graveyard, you can shuffle this card from your graveyard banishment, set Majestic Bonds, which is the Omni Negate of the archetype, of course, because we can't have a Precure archetype without an Omni Negate that, to add more fuel to the fire. Yeah, I'm very excited. What do you think about Grimine? Fair note. No, they aren't all bangers. I don't know. From what I've seen for that duel, also you'll be dealing with rank 8 stuff today as well. Yeah, I'm gonna look at everything. Okay, what else? Yeah, Let's Play Together is also a good searcher. So basically, you discard one card, add up to. Yeah, you can add, level 4 or higher monsters. So you can't search for Yuki and Mugi, which are both Poplars. And these are all fusions. All the fusions here are made to they're most of these except for Nico here. Like they're all used to like the way you special summon these is to banish the above cards on your field. So basically, for example, Cure Friendly, you use a Roha's material. You banish this and another. I know this Cure Draco guy is very out of place. Like you can see, there's like obvious like art style to these, like very like cutesy, like very flat style. Meanwhile, this guy's like just like ugh. Like he's a lot more detailed than the rest of these. It's because Slash, like this is like Slash's OC. Uh, I don't know. He, like, in my opinion, he doesn't really fit in with the rest of the girls. But I don't know. Considering what I've made, I don't know. I shouldn't really be talking. So yeah, Roja pretty much discards a card, negates a monster from the until the end phase. Lillian, you use my use material. And what she does is shuffle a card from your graveyard to your deck, banish up to 2 cards from your opponent's grave. These are all quick effects, by the way. All these fusion monsters are all quick effects. Niami. He is one of the girls. What do you mean? Have you not heard of Cure Draco? He was with the Wonderful Girls all this time. You didn't see the anime? He's there like every episode. It's like the tuxedo mask of the Wonderful Girls. I don't know, after the day is saved, they're like, oh, thank you, Q Draco. You done nothing now. Oh yes, my job here is done, and he just walks away. That's what Kier Draco does in the show. he does like, I don't know, Ginyu Force poses as the girls are like fighting the monsters. Like, yes, I am Kier Draco to save the day. And then he's like, oh, I have gave you girls emotional support. Oh yeah, you grabbed the wrong version of both Wonderful Friendly and Lillian Yami. The real ones are the updated artwork. That is true. Yeah, I'm gonna pull up the real ones. So yeah, this is the more up to date version. And also, if any of these cards like leave the graveyard because an opponent's card, their original forms like come back. Like there's a lot of recursion going on in this deck. Like it's like these fusion monsters are gonna be like really hard to get rid of. So Niami banishes a spell trap on the field and inflicts 1,000 damage to your opponent. What else? Well, these two, Lillian and Niami, kind of says so themselves. The materials are Niami and Lillian, and once again, a quick effect here. You can shuffle up to 3 cards from your opponent's graveyard and face up banishment into your deck. And then you can yeah, it's pretty much like they combine the effects. So like there's like no real point of having Yami and Lillian on the field when you could just put them together. Like you're better off just putting them together. Unless you really want to just like do like beat down stuff. Um yeah, same thing with Wonderful and Friendly. Yeah, so you can gain a monster and then destroy a monster. No, destroy a card. So it's like these two like combined. And then we have Nico here. First we gotta talk about the Link 2. Uh yeah, Nico is something else. So if this card is Link summoned, pay 500. Take 1 Wonderful monster from your deck or banishment, and then add it to your spell trap zone as a continuous spell. It's best to have one of them in the banishment or tag out effect. Who knows what shit their opponent is playing. I mean, they could easily come back. Like, if Wonderful Friendly gets sent to the graveyard or something, for example, you can just special summon. You can just special summon one of these, and then they can activate their effect to negate a monster or destroy a card. So Nico also like extends your plays, and also it can also be used as material. And then when it does, you can either shuffle. You can shuffle 2 wonderful cards from your graveyard banishment, and then either special summon this card or draw 2 and discard 1. Uh, Slash and I had a lot of debate about this card. I'm like, when I first saw this, it was like, take 2 wonderful monsters and put them in your spell trap zone. I'm like, no, that's way too much. That's ridiculous. So they turn it back to 1. And even then, like, and then there's Nico here, which is your boss monster, by the way. So basically, you shuffle the cards back from your graveyard banishment pile. Like you pretty much like recycle them, and then you banish 1, and then you can shuffle a card that your opponent controls back to the deck after banishing a wonderful monster you control. And then if this gets if this gets destroyed or sent by or just gets removed, yeah, you can return this to the extra deck, special summon up to 2 wonderful monsters from your graveyard banishment, and then fusion summon again. So it's like pretty crazy. Like I would see this as like the Yu equivalent to like a Russian doll, where like you try to get rid of it, but then like a smaller form comes in, and then you try to get rid of this, another smaller form happens, and then you try to get rid of this, boom, here comes the Searcher again. Like this deck is crazy. Like I'm still like, oh my god, deck is still absurd. I'm very conflicted about whether or not this deck deserves hits. I think I'm still leaning towards I think it should, like a little bit. Like I don't know how much though. It really depends on my mood, I guess. Okay, so now it's time to talk about Grimine. I keep calling this Grimoire for some reason. Okay, I haven't read these cards before, so let's start with the level 4 Wendigo from Grimine Forest. I found it in the creepy forest with these living trees. Those skulls, they stared into my soul. Okay, we got some mythological, like Lovecraftian creatures here. Grimine Wolf. If you control no monsters, or if all monsters you control are Grimine tokens, you special summon this card from your hand. What, not even Grimine monsters? Just the tokens? And if you do, special summon 1 Grimine token. Plant type, Earth, level 1, 0 attack and defense. You can use this effect of Grimine Wolf once per turn. Yeah, keep in mind that a single dark... Yeah, just draw the out. Yeah, only if you baited it. Like, I don't know, how many people would even... Yeah, I guess you gotta, like, run... You gotta run a lot of Dark Rule No Mores these days. Like with these, like, custom cards. Like, you just gotta draw the out, that's all. Just drop with them. Okay, so, no strong opinion so far. Grimine Higogata. If this monster is a little more special summoned, you can discard 1 card and 1 Grimine card from your deck to your hand. You can use this effect of Grimine Hitogata once per turn. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard as link material, you can banish this card. Special summon 1 Grimine token. That's it. Pretty basic stuff compared to the wonderful stuff. Like I was like expecting more. I was like, oh, is he gonna do some crazy search effect? Is he just gonna go and negate A monster with a quick effect? No, it's just these cards are pretty normal. If you control a Griminate token, you contribute one monster to summon this card. Oh yeah, Griminate Golem. If you tribute a Griminate token to tribute this card, target one monster your opponent controls with the lowest attack. Decrease the attack of all monsters you control by that amount. That kind of reminds me of Salmon Great, Heat Leo. Kind of reminds me of that, but instead of using your cards, instead of using your Balinks, you use your opponent's weakest monster and lower their attack. But I don't know. What if the board is like full of monsters with like 2,000 attack? Okay, so we got a lot of Griminate extra deck monsters here. Okay, so Griminate Wonder. Okay, one Earth normal monster. If this is Link monster, if this is Link summoned with a Griminate token as material, you can discard one card, special summon a token. You can use this once per turn, and it gains 100 attack for each Griminate token you control. Alright, where's the Link 2? Okay, we still have another Link 1. Griminate Tree Folk, one Earth monster. Card gains attack equal to Link rating of all Link Earth monsters on the field times 300. Once per turn, contribute one monster. All Link monsters gain attack equal to their Link rating times 600. Alright. Link 2. Griminate Tree God. 3 Earth. Link 1 monsters. Huh? Wait, there's like more? Okay, no, it's just these two. Oh, wait, this is a Link 3. I want to look at the Link 1, Link 2s first. Okay, Griminate Arachnid. No, well, let's go with Ghost of Griminate. 2+ Ghost Griminate monsters. Uh, if this is Link summoned, while you control a Griminate Link monster, you could discard one card, special summon one Griminate token. You can only use this effect once per turn. This card gains 400 attack for each Griminate monster you control. Okay, I'm hoping you guys can see the pattern. Griminate Arachnid. If this is Link summon using a Griminate token as material, you can destroy one monster. You can target one monster on the field, destroy it. If you do, all monsters you control gain attack equal to half of that monster's original attack until the end phase. If this is destroyed by battle or sent to the graveyard, you can banish one card, add one Griminate monster from your deck to your hand. Okay, so it has like a battle destruction effect. I don't know if I noticed it, but lately, with level 2 Nico, Link 2 Nico, you gotta use it as a way to bring out the level 8s to the field. I think of the new rank 8 stuff I had, along with the Horus injury, making OTKing easier than ever. Heck, we even have a new Gustav Max for rank 8s. Wait, we do? Wait, what's the rank 8? Um, what's the rank 8 Gustav Max? I don't know what you're talking about because I've been experimenting with Catapult Turtle. If I were to like run a run a custom card tournament, Catapult Turtle is definitely gonna be banned. Unless I'm the one using it. I'm gonna be like, it's gonna have its own thing where only I can use it. Nobody else can. Nobody else but me. Okay. Is that all the Link 2s? Okay, so let's go back to Tree God. You'll see the rank 8 Gustav Max like card later once you get to the new Honkai stuff. Oh god, there's new Honkai stuff. Um, okay, Griminate Tree God. This Link summoned, you can target up to 3 Griminate monsters in your graveyard, shuffle them to your deck. All plant Link monsters you control that are linked to a normal monster gain 1,000 attack. All co-linked plant monsters gain 1,000 attack. So yeah, basically, if you guys don't know like the gist of this deck, basically it's a big Link beatdown deck. So your goal is to get into the eventual boss monster, Grimine history, but we're gonna take our time. We're gonna keep looking at these other ones. Okay, so Grimine magician. You know, he's a magician, but he's not a spellcaster. He's a spell plant. Two earth monsters. This card gains 600 attack for each link monster uses link material to special summon this card. Once per turn, when a card or effect is activated, you can quick effect. You can target one Ribbon monster, banish that target. If you do, destroy negate the activation. And if you do, destroy it. If you target a Ribbon token to activate this effect, all link monsters you control are gain 600 attack until the end phase. All right, Grimine Hydra. No, wait, one more link 3 here. Sorry if these hold on, I need to fix this. I need to like organize these by like the link ratings. The link 2s. That's a link 3. Also link 3. Link 2. Okay. I fixed it. So yeah, I don't remember if I read Grimine Forest, but this guy basically is like, okay, just gain attack. Uh, special summon a token if you destroy a monster by battle. Uh, okay, Grimine Hydra. Once per turn, you can banish one link 3 or higher Grimine monster from your graveyard. Destroy all monsters that this card points to. That's like, yeah, that's kind of crazy. And then, yeah, it's a little bit crazy actually. Not, it's not too crazy, but it's crazy enough to be like, okay, this guy actually does things depending on where it's pointing to. Okay, if your opponent activates a card or effect, create one token they control to negate negate the effect, and then if you do, destroy it. So it has its own negate. Like as long as you have a token on the field, of course. So far, it's like a pretty balanced deck. It's definitely not like maybe if you like mix it with like the Sun Avalon stuff, then you might actually see some. You might see some really crazy stuff. But by itself, like if you're just looking at it like its own thing, it's like kind of whatever compared to everything else we've seen. Okay, Grimine Forest Dragon. Wait until I read history. Well, I'm waiting. All right. This is the big payoff. Like these guys are just like little minions in comparison. Okay, if this card is link summon using Grimine Link monster, you control its material. Target one Earth monster in your graveyard, special summon it. So you can just link climb again. Link climb again. If a plant monster your opponent controls, it declares an attack. Target one monster on the field. And it gains attack. You go to half of cards attack in the battle phase. Also, this card gains an attack. Blah. You can use this effect up to twice per turn. Wait a minute. Okay. So I guess you can like increase attack twice, pretty much. So yeah, that's kind of crazy. A little bit crazy. Like you can just like go up to like I don't know. Say if your monster has the monster in your opponent's side has like 3,000 attack, so you have this gained by 6,000. So you get like 8,800 attack for one monster for this Link 4. Um, Unsealed Demon of Grimine Forest. I think I remember this guy. I think this is like the most that I've seen from that duel. I was like, oh my god, this guy's a little bit tough. This guy's a pretty tough boss monster. So if this is link summoned to a extra monster zone, then Grimminate monsters material, special summon Grimminate tokens to as many zones as this card points to as possible, so it's just 3. Then once per turn, you can banish 5 Grimminate monsters from your graveyard, destroy all monsters this card points to. Huh? Wait, what? Destroys it destroys all monsters it points to, so you're just blowing up your own tokens. If this card destroys a Grimminate token. Oh, okay. And this is a spell speed 4, by the way. Then all cards your opponent. Oh, that's why. that is actually really good. I remember this being like kind of threatening. Okay, by the way, out of every wonderful fusions, what is your favorite and most prominent in your opinion? I'll get back to it. Ribbon A history. So this is what this deck is really building up to. It's building up to this guy who's a Link 8 monster. He's pointing to everything. So all monsters you control gain 500 for each token on your side of the field. This card is unaffected by card effects. We got ourselves some towers here with 5,500 attack. Once per turn, if this card is in your extra monster zone. I cannot read today. I don't know what's wrong with me. You banish 5 Grimminate cards from your graveyard. Banish all cards. Card points 2. If 2 or more Grimminate monsters left by this effect, move this card to the other extra deck monster zone. What? Link 8. Link 9. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Link 8. Not 9. The Link 8. Link 9s cannot exist. Dude, this guy's really crazy. I'm seeing a pattern with Nebula's decks. I'm seeing a big pattern here between the miasma stuff from last month. Oh, I missed Callie. You're sick. Get better soon. I didn't realize your sickness affected your brain there. Like, sorry to hear that. Yeah, mid range, but a huge boss monster. Yes, I'm starting. Yeah, I noticed that with with miasma. Like, oh, this miasma knight, he goes like, yeah, these miasma cards, like they're pretty good. They have a good synergy. Like, they're pretty balanced. But then you bring on miasma knight, there's like this big towers with like 4,500 attack as long as you have zombie war on the field. I mean, yeah, he still doesn't really stand a chance against the wonderful, but it's still really good. All right, I haven't talked about the spells yet. Okay, counter Grimminate Forest. Increase the attack of all Link monsters you control by the number of plant monsters it points to by 300. While you control a Link 3 or higher Grimminate monster, increase the attack of all monsters. Is that all history had? I mean, history is pretty crazy. Like, he's at towers that can banish all cards that this card points to. You can just banish like 3 monster on your monsters by your opponent's side of the field. And then oh, I forgot the uh yeah, you should summon more Grimminate tokens by banishing this card. If this card gets somehow destroyed by battle, somehow, like, I don't know how he would do it, because I'm pretty sure this could be like there's like ways of him getting even more attack than 5,500. Yeah, this guy's so crazy. Okay, while you control a Link 3 or higher eliminate monster, attack. Oh, Decrease all attack of all monsters. Yeah, how you gonna reach there? How you gonna get all the way back? How you gonna like do anything to this guy? I'm trying to figure it out because he can't really. He's unaffected. His base attack is 550, 5,500. My Asmonite is literally Heartful style, but easier to summon. Unlike the latter, you have to go either Pure Magical Alexandrite or Pure Magical Alexandrite first before. Then, then what would be the good comparison for history? Because history is like, I guess the only way, like literally the only way you can out this guy is kaiju him. Like that's all you can really do. Find a way to tribute him. Like that's the only out to Grimine history. Without that, you lost the duel. You can't do anything to this guy except kaijuing. And maybe Final Sigma. Well, Final Sigma doesn't stand a chance against history. Like history makes Sigma look like a joke. If we're being honest. Or maybe we can I guess you can go into if you're playing a rank 8 deck. You can negate its effects too. No, you can't. It's unaffected. Oh, I think I had a card like that for I don't even know anything about that. Okay, so Grimine seeding, which is limited to 2 for some reason. Special summon 2 Grimine tokens. You can activate. Oh, I mean, I guess this makes sense because it really starts your big combos. Yeah, have fun outing it. Yeah, make sure you bring a kaiju with you. Make sure you have a kaiju in your deck somehow. Or I don't know, the Grimine stuff before bring out history. Just do something. Just. But I always put this guy. I always sees like a Link 8. Like you need like with like you need like a Link 8 somehow. Like honestly, I wouldn't be like if I were to like run like a. I know exactly what to do with this guy. Like I don't care about the Grimine stuff. All I care about is this being unaffected by card effects. The fact that it's a 5,500 attack monster. Like this is a perfect like rank 8, no Link 8 monster. Yeah, I'm glad I never got to encounter this guy during our duel. Like the most I've gotten, the worst I've gotten was Grimine Forest. I mean, Unsealed Demon, and I was able to conquer him. Okay, or okay, it came from what? It did what from the Grimine Forest? Um, all Earth monsters you control gain 500 attack. Also, all Grimine gain an additional 400 attack once per turn during the main phase. You can add 1 Grimine monster from your graveyard to your hand. Verdant City of Grimoire. Grimine. Keep calling it Grimoire. I don't know what's wrong with me. I was one monster away from summoning history too. Oh my god. Okay, during your main phase, you can special summon 1 Grimine token. You know, it's special summon monsters from your deck for the rest of the turn, except plant monsters. If a Grimine monster you control destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can target 1 monster you control, gain life points equal to that monster's attack, and use each effect of Verdant City of Grimine once per turn. So yeah, that's my assessment here. It's a big. So Grimine is a big link plant link beatdown deck that ends in like a big towers monster that is like so big and strong that it's gonna be really hard to take out unless you have like very specific cards that you can use to take it out. Like if you can find a way to either get get um Numeron Dragon or just any monster that can go above like 10,000 attack, then you can take him out. You can destroy him by battle. Yeah, even without history, it's a pretty good beatdown deck. Yeah, yeah. You don't really see too much of like decks are just strictly like big beatdown, just boom, boom, boom. Like you don't like you usually see like the gates on their end board or like what cases like Ubel where it's like you just like do like you have your opponents attack you Bell or or just stuff that like disrupt your opponent. Like most decks these days they just revolve around disrupting your opponent during their turn. So they can't do anything. So there's like I surrender, I give up. Like this is like no, we're gonna beat you down. We're gonna have these big beefy monsters. We're gonna just punch you down to a pulp. Yeah. Meanwhile, Wonderful is the going first contact fusion deck that brings out. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that deck is crazy. And you asked me earlier which one's my favorite. Like my favorite one. I mean, I guess other decks. Teehee, you can't play. Grenade. Beat you to death. um, I mean, I guess Wonderful and Friendly. No, no particular reason. No reason. I don't know. I just had to pick one. Okay. I don't know. What should I do first? My archetype? Should I do my archetype first, or look at the other cards and build them up? Build up. You know, I don't know. It's up to you guys. You want to look at the other cards that you submitted? Review. Yeah, you want me to look at these cards first before looking at my archetype, or just look at the other cards? I mean, I could go either way. Save your archetype for last. We have other stuff in there. Yeah, I mean there are some cards that I made as well. Some you've already seen, but others I just made just now. Okay, so Roshi Dare. Okay, I want to see your deck, but I want to see. Oh, you have generics for me? I mean, I didn't get any from you yet, but if you do, then of course send me some. Oh God. Oh God, Exes Sisters. I hate this deck. Oh God, what's going on here? Whoa. Like I don't remember. Like I know the Exes Sisters are but I don't think they were ever that blatant about it. Okay, I'm gonna look at these alongside these, and also Exo Sisters. Okay, did I look at the like? Are these like included? Let's see. Alright. I already have Nano in there. Okay, so we're good. Okay. So I suppose we'll start with Nebula. Well, I already been talking about Nebulas. So let's start with the Roshi Dairy engine first. Like these four. Okay. First there's Alisa Mikhailovna Ujol. I also have Mathmech support. Okay, that's not the last thing we need. I made those back when I still played the Exorcister archetype, but now I don't play them as much. Okay, so Roshi Dare, if you control no monsters, or if you control a fusion synchro Xyz linked to or higher monster, or a Roshi Dare monster, that's a lot. That's a lot of conditions. You can banish 2 cards from your hand or graveyard, special summon this card from your hand. Quick effect. Wait, where's the what? Wait, it doesn't say anything. Where's the condition? It just says quick effect. You could turn this card into your hand, and then target one card your opponent controls, or in the graveyard. Special shuffle them to the deck. I suppose this isn't just the main phase. It could be any part of the turn. It's just a quick effect. Then if you do, okay, hold on. Okay, target shuffle it to the deck, and then you special summon a Maria Kujo from your hand or graveyard. Yeah, that's all. This is a lot to take in. I never read these cards yet, but so there's like a lot of ways you could just special summon this. Like if you have any like extra deck monster, it's the link 2 or higher. Banish 2 cards, special summon it. And then okay. I'm supposing it says during the main phase. Like I think you forgot to put during the main phase because I know that's what you usually put in. Because I've never seen a card that just goes quick effect. You could blah, blah, blah. Like usually it's like during the main phase, during the end phase, during something, or if your opponent attacks a monster or whatever. Like there's always like a condition that is set. But here it's just like, you could just do it anywhere. You could just as long as this card is on the field, uh, you could do this. Um, yeah, this card's a little bit crazy, but it's like this is like kind of what I expect from a slash card at this point. Okay, same thing here. Okay, you could set 1 card from your hand to the grave. Special summon this card from your hand. So basically, this guy's like a little bit easier to bring out. Card store special summon, pay 1,000 life points, add 1 Roshidari card from your deck to your hand. Okay, main searcher. This card is banished. To activate a Roshidari effect, you can shuffle this card from your deck. Draw 1 card. Okay, this guy's actually pretty normal. Like, oh, you just special summon him, activate the effect. Just search for a Roshidari card. Like this guy's pretty tame. Okay, there she is. There's the way that Alisa can summon. If you control, yeah, same thing. Blah blah blah. Banishing 2 cards from your hand or graveyard. Special summon this card to your hand. Quick, same thing. Just quick effect. There's no main phase or anything. Just do the thing. Turn this card to your hand. Blah blah blah. Oh, it's the same effect. It's just like copy and paste. Just change the words around a little bit, and it's the same. It's the same monster. Okay, Roshidari Kujo sisters prize. I guess that's why, because they're sisters. Discard 1 card, add up to 2. Add up to 2 Roshidari cards from your deck, with different names from your deck, your banishment to your hand. Except Sister Surprise. You could banish this card from your graveyard, then target up to 6 monsters in your graveyard, or face up banish, and then shuffle all to the deck. Oh my god, what? Okay, for the sake of pronouncing Kujo's sister's names, I usually just call them I am Masha. Masha? Wait, why is her name Maria then? And Isla. I don't know. I would just call her Alisa and Maria. I think that's easy for me to remember. Like, I'm not gonna read the rest of these. Like, the rest of these are like whatever. Like, I'm just gonna read them as their first name: Roshidere Maria, Roshidere Alisa, Roshidere Kuze. So I guess it's like full like runic stuff. Like, you could just like, you know what you could just do? Like, you don't even need to. You could just like, I don't know, at some point during the duel, if you have like, you could just use this generically. You could just like send this with Foolish Berry Goods. I don't know, have a bunch of like other monsters in your graveyard, banishment, whatever. Just activate this. Banish it from the grave. Shuffle them all back to the deck. Draw 2 cards. Okay, I don't know if you've searched for Honkai Star Rail on all customs. There's a lot more than expected. Well, we're talking about Honkai Star Rail right now. We're talking about these 3 cards right now. March 7th, March 8th, and Astral Exploration, which also ties with Firefly, by the way. Okay. All right, Honkai Star Rail. I mean, it's to be expected because it is a popular game. Yeah, there's yours. This is also yours, Black Swan. Bronya, this is also yours. This is also yours, Clara. I already read Firefly. Huo. Kafka, this is also yours. Like, these cards are also yours. Linkage. Robin's also yours. Okay, these are not yours. Okay, is there any other ones that are just yours? Uh, so should I just talk about these as well? I might save these for next month. Kafka and Black Swan. I don't know. There's like, okay, there's these 3. There's this one. Okay, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Maybe if I have enough time, I'll talk about the Honkai stuff. I don't know. Are these like ready to be reviewed? If so, I'm just gonna put them in the. Go ahead, Go Princess will be next month. Okay. Um. You know, I'm gonna save these for later. Actually. Okay, these are the same text. Okay, yeah, I'm saving these for later. Okay, for now, we're gonna just, you know, take a little break from talking about these these lengthy cards. Let's talk about something more simple. A very peaceful and reasonable person. He is a water, uh, level 2 warrior, and it reads: when your opponent summons their 10th monster in one turn, this card and this card's attack and defense becomes 15,000. Well, I don't know what this artwork is. Like, is this like a Roblox Michael Jackson thing? Like, I don't get any of this. Like, I get it's a joke card, but yeah, I guess if you have this, like, I'm pretty sure by the time your opponent summons like their, I don't know, like their 5th card, they gotta find a way to just get rid of this guy. Like, this guy's useless. Like, the most this guy will ever see is sprite fodder. Like, that's all you're gonna like really get to see from him. Well, before I talk about my cards, um, Mikro, I've finished my quest to change my username and to match my. Oh, nice. So, okay, Mr. Cat has been promoted to Toastmaster. That's good. Um, okay, Nanaho. I've seen this card quite a few times. So yeah, this requires 2 light monsters. Yeah, this card cannot be destroyed by battle or targeted by your opponent's card effects. I guess the only way you can really get rid of her is like non. You could just use you could use the Gribine guys. Gribine non-target removal. I don't know. This is like, I don't know. To me, this is a lot for a Link 3. I should have told Slash this before, but I don't know. Does a Link 3 really need this much protection? Like, it's a little bit overkill, don't you think? And I know you have a big habit of just randomly having cards that cannot be targeted by card effects. Like, it's a little bit annoying, but yeah, we'll get to these. Well, I don't know why there's so many cards that you have that are just like immune to targeting. Like, it's a lot. And you can use each. Yeah, you can use each one. You can banish this card until the end phase. Banish one card your opponent controls. Also, you cannot use this effect next turn. This card is sent to the field to graveyard. Target one light monster in your graveyard. Special summon it, which includes herself. It includes herself, and then yeah, its effects are negated until the end of the turn. But who cares? Like, honestly, like, unless it's like during the opponent's turn, then it's like, okay, now Nanaho is kind of vulnerable to getting destroyed by battle. But it still takes a long while to get rid of Nanaho. Yeah, exactly. It's weird to have protection on fodder and combo pieces. Yeah, like March 7th and 8th, they're like combo pieces. They're not supposed to be, they're not supposed to have like some kind of immunity. They're just supposed to be like, okay, we use this, and then we go into the rank 8. We go into Bronya. Yeah, that's exactly how I'm feeling. Like, this is like a little bit too much. Okay, yeah, you could. Yeah, I know you could technically get rid of her. Just bring out just play Outdonix. Just play Outdobest, and then just activate his effect. Get rid of Nanaho. Because, if Nanaho was brought back from the graveyard, then that means these effects cannot be used. Like, I feel like I'm gonna talk about like these Honkai Star Rail cards. I'm like, okay, these are a little bit too much. These are ridiculous. Lilies of Destiny, Kazuha and Fuka, Link 4, requires 2 effect monsters, including a light monster. This one has Slash cared about what cards are meant to be. Cards are meant to be balanced, and just look at beep. The deck that shall not be named. What, Mahusukai? Wonderful. It can apply to it can apply to either of those decks because both of them are like just like okay, these are a little bit too much. These are a little bit too crazy in with the standards. Like at least like Healing Good and Here Guards guy they kind of like play around like their costs like that. We do feel like actual costs. Yeah, but keep in mind she needs to point to another fusion synchro exceeds. Oh, she does. I mean, she can just point into a photon. You can point to this guy, Starleech Photon Blast Dragon, and that protects itself and Nanaho if you got the right setup. Also, I'm starting to notice that during those duels we had, remember how like you used the field spell Nico Garden to like boost up your attack and defense? It's just only all wonderful monsters you control. So you can't really use that link for can't boost up the attack and defense of Photon Blast Dragon, which you were doing. I remember you were doing that. And that part was like, oh my god, what the hell is going on? Okay, so back to this. So yeah, basically this is basically like a like turn one access code. So yeah, with this link summon, you can target a light monster on the graveyard. Uh, increases attack by a yeah, it just increases the attack. So you could just target Nanaho to get 2,500 more attack. And then you can banish up to 6 monster cards from your hand and or graveyard. Shuffle cards your opponent controls or in the graveyard into the deck. For every 2 cards banished by this effect. So yeah, you could banish you can shuffle 3 cards that your opponent controls when you're in your graveyard. It's pretty crazy, but it's a pretty hefty cost. So I'm going to give this card a pass. Okay, we all make mistakes, even with our own decks. I'm still salty about not returning Griminade to my hand to go full combo again. Yeah, that is true. We all make our weird misplays because Dueling Book is not automated. It's not an automatic thing. So okay, let's. All right, so I guess I'm gonna talk about my cards now. Let's talk about the ones that I've done already. Uh, Lair of Brightness and at least the one. No, I had this shown before. I made this before, like weeks before the review. Let's talk about Lair of Brightness first. So basically, this is Lair of Darkness. It's Lair of Darkness, but light. I made it on stream. I just basically just copy and pasted this. I replaced dark with light, and in a way, okay, try refreshing the site. I updated Hoo. Okay, good. All right, so the Lair of Brightness is pretty much the same thing. I want to talk about this card, anti slash zone, because I was because those wonderful cards got on my nerves. Those wonderful cards, these two, like I was so pissed off and salty that I just made this card. So it's a field spell. Neither player can activate this card's activation. Quick effects from Fusion, Xyz, and Link Light monsters cannot be activated. Monsters cannot be special summoned from banishment. Counter trap cards that negate and activated cards cannot be activated. Once per turn, during your standby phase, discard 2 cards or 1 dark monster or destroy this card. Like I made this like purely just to spice Slash. Like get the hell out of here with your crazy broken wonderful cards and your Mahusukai. Just get him out of here. So yeah, I don't need Dark Row no more. I have the out. I got the out. Let's talk about this field spell. Careful, man. He just raised the stakes big time. And now it's time for you to. Well, this is not a punishment game. I'm just gonna show you the little animation that I didn't make. I got it on YouTube, but I kind of edited it to make it better. And here it goes.
Let's get.
Oh, wrong button.
Oh. Careful, man! He just raised the stakes on this duel big time! Now whoever loses the game loses their soul!
Yeah, it's sick, huh? So, like, anytime like there's a punishment game, or you activate this card during our duel, then it becomes a punishment game. Okay, this card's name... Let's give it everything we got. Okay, this card's name is always treated as Seal or Orichalcos. All face-up monsters you control gain 500 attack. You can special summon monsters your opponent. Special summon monsters to your spell or spell and trap zones. I pretty much copy pasted all this into from the one of the custom Seal of Orichalcos cards. Alright, monsters in your spell or trap zones can be attacked if there are no monsters in your main monster zones. Once per turn, through your main phase, you can move any of the face-up monsters, blah, 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 between your main monster zones and spell trap zones. This card cannot be destroyed by card effects, except by the effects of Legend of Heart. Once per turn, during the main phase, quick effect. If a card or effect is activated while this card is in your hand, you can discard this card, negate the activation, and destroy it. You can only activate. Careful, man! He just raised the stakes on this duel big time. Once per duel. The soul of whichever duelist loses this duel is forfeit to the winner. Foot streamer MikroSentinel has to spin this wheel of punishment if he loses while this card is on the field. If this opponent somehow is defeated by him, they should subscribe to his channel or something. I don't know. They can't be forced to do it, but since he's my favorite streamer for real, it is highly recommended that they do so, or else he'll be slightly disappointed. And you don't want that, trust me. Okay, so alright, let's talk about me. This stream is now about me. This MikroSentinel of Chaos, which is a retrain. I made a full retrain of myself. And no, don't worry, this is not the archetype. Like, it's a retrain of this, where like it's just like kind of useless. It's like, oh, this monster gains 300 attack for each card equipped to it. But I kind of take that and went, okay, I'm gonna make myself a chaos card. Cannot be normal summoned or set. Must be special summoned by card effect. You banish one light or dark oh, and also wait a minute. Sociopathic Bugjector. I'll get to it. So yeah, also I'm also treated as a light monster. So I'm always gonna be a dark and light monster. Okay, you can banish one light or dark monster from your graveyard, except MikroSentinel of Chaos. Special summon this card from your hand. This monster gains a 300 additional attack for each card equipped to it. During the main phase, you can activate this effect, apply the effect based on the attribute of the banished monster for its special summon. Light. Discard one card, equip one level 4 or lower light or dark monster from your graveyard to this monster. Then you can special summon it in defense position. Well, special summon the equipped card. Dark. You can target one. You can target one card on the side of your field, destroy it. And if you send it to the graveyard this way, you can equip this card to your monster. I need to fix that. During the main phase, you can destroy one card equipped to this monster. Destroy a card that your opponent controls. You can only activate each effect once per turn. I think that's like a fairly balanced card. It's not, there's no quick effects involved, so it's not. I can't really use this during my opponent's turn. I just gotta deal with what I have. Um, Also, I made this to pair with Squimby. Like I retrained Squimby a lot. So basically, before it was just like at the end of each bout end phase, deal 100 damage to your opponent controls. This was basically it. Like this was Squimby's old effect. I just added the whole you can special summon this card. So there's a lot of synergy. So I can banish a dark monster while Squimby's on the field. I could pop Squimby, activate it, and then special summon a level 4 monster from my deck. Which is, I mean, I could have just made a whole retrain and just call it Squim Micro, but maybe I might say that for a future time. Maybe I'll save that for a future. Maybe I'll make a Squim Micro and gonna have its own different set of effects. Sociopathic bug injection. Rolls off the tongue, doesn't it? If a monster effect is activated for your opponent's card while you have MikroSentinel, Cooler Micro, or MikroSentinel of Chaos in your deck, reveal one of the cards mentioned, banish it face down, negate that effect, and for the rest of the duel, your opponent can no longer activate that card with the same name. I think Sentinel of Chaos would be a mini boss monster. Nope, it's just a combo piece. It's just a glorified combo piece. It's kind of like this effect of like getting rid of a target monster. It kind of reminds me of how the hell did I forget? How can I forget this name? That's an important card, and I forgot what his name is. Oh, Breaker. Yeah, it's kind of like a better version of Breaker. Yeah, it's like Breaker the Magical Warrior. Just like, oh, you can use this. You can get this thing. You can equip this card, and then you can remove it and then destroy a card. It's like a better version of Breaker. Also, if the opponent activates a level 2 Earth Insect or a level 6 Dark Spellcaster monster from your hand, you can activate this card from your hand. So basically, if you're going first and if your opponent activates like Max C, or Dimension Shifter, you could just activate this from your hand, banish me from the deck face down, and then negate it for the rest of the duel. Like bye bye Shifter, bye bye Maxi. And I know there's some like other like casualties. Like I know Apprentice Magician's like kind of screwed here because she's also a level 6 Dark Spellcaster with like an honest effect. The Maxi hate is real. Yes, he's my arch nemesis. I hated him since like day one. Like my first ever stream, Maxi was trying to sabotage my stream and was like scuffing the hell out of it. Okay, well, this is not gonna be my archetype that I'm gonna review. This is not the archetype, but this is like a potential idea that I have. Make it a archetype around Darkstalkers. So I made as my first, Darkstalker card, Dark Hunter BB Hood. Just keep a can of raid while I stream. No, it doesn't work like that. It's a card. I can't spray my own screen. It's gonna ruin it. Okay, she's a level 8 warrior, dark, 2500 attack and defense. It can be special summoned by attributing 2 fiend monsters from either side of the field. And if you do, destroy cards that your opponent controls up to the amount of monsters tributed. You can only activate this effect once per turn. So basically, you can just tribute me. You can just tribute me, and then like I don't know if your opponent's like running like U-Bell. If you're running U-Bell, all I'm hearing is excuses. Just spray the cocks down. That's not how it works. I'm just telling you, that's not how it works. I can't just play Master Duel with Raid in my hand and expect the Maxi to go away. I'm just gonna break my computer screen, and I don't want that. Okay, last card I made before my actual archetype. Post-Cure Velocity. So this is a... So let's read the card first. It's gonna be a lengthy one, so sit down, have a cup of tea, and enjoy as I read this card. It's gonna be a big one. Look at this, like a lot of text here. Someone's clip him saying, "Spray the cocks down." Well, you're the one who said it. All right. During either player's turn, a quick effect. You can remind yourself that a quick effect in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game is an effect that can be activated during either player's turn. During the main phase quick effect, you can link summon this card from the extra deck with the monsters you control as link material. This is considered a link summon. If this card is link summoned, quick effect, add one light monster from your deck or banishment to your hand, and send one card in your hand to the graveyard. During the main phase, quick effect. Banish a monster you control until the end phase. Target one card. No, I'm a post cure. Well, I'll show you the. I'm gonna continue reading this as the model I made. Okay. Here I am, post cure velocity. That's my true identity. As a way to confess my love to chat. I am post cure velocity this whole time. Okay, yeah, banish a monster. Target one card that your opponent controls that you points to. Banish it face down. During the main phase, while this card is in your graveyard, quick effect, you can banish this card and set one counter trap from your deck onto the field. So that means you can set a sociopathic bug injection along with other cards. You can get the any of the Precure archetype stuff. Okay, during the main phase, while this card is in banishment, quick effect, shuffle one card from both graveyards back to the deck, special summon this card. During your opponent's turn, quick effect, you can use your cards to disrupt your plays. Your opponent's plays. It meant to say your opponent's plays. If you play this card at any point, of course you do. If you win the duel, you can touch grass, do your math homework that you've been procrastinating all night, or do whatever else you have to do to until the next duel. Damn, that's my card design in a nutshell. Yep. This is what 4 months of looking at your decks do to a man. Girl. Whatever the hell I am now. If you lose the duel, quick effect, you can complain to MikroSentinel in his Discord DMs and beg for buffs for this card. He will say no and negate this effect. You can only activate each effect of post-cure velocity once per turn. Yeah, nifty card, isn't it? That's why I already put it to 1. Like this is gonna be a one-off and that's it. I refuse to make this 3. This is ridiculous. This broken ass card. I would ban it, but it's too funny to let go. Speaking of funny, Ultra Kirby made this 20 Link 1. Oh, scared velocity meta. Alright, so I forgot to put okay. After I finished my custom card, I gotta put in cannot be targeted by card effects. Quick effect. I forgot to put cannot be targeted. I had to put it there. It needs to be done. After I'm seeing all these Honkai cards with cannot be targeted, I have to do it. Like I have no choice. I gotta do it. In fact, I'm gonna do it right now. I'm gonna get off the screen. I'm gonna fix my card. I'm gonna fix it. So hold on. While the ad break's coming, while the ad break's happening, I'm just gonna go here. Go to my cards. I'm gonna fix my card a little bit. Make it slightly more akin to make post gear velocity be unaffected in the same week. No, I am not gonna. I'm not making my card of towers. No, just no. Slash, I've broken streamer. Yeah, what have you done to me? I turned to a magical girl because of you. I have become one with the magical girl, and I haven't watched a single episode. I only saw like random clips. I'm trying to find myself. I'm trying to I'm figure out where I am. There I am. Uh, cannot be targeted by your opponent's artifacts. You gotta put his mod on Genshin somehow. If you can find a way to mod post cure velocity or myself, like MikroSentinel or cure velocity, uh, I might actually play the game. I might actually start playing the game for the sake of trying to unlock myself. No, maybe make velocity Paimon. If you can you can mod me into Paimon, I would actually play it. I might start playing it on stream. Because it doesn't like Paimon just hangs out with you like, the entire game. And I'm willing to deal with Paimon's annoying English voice if it means I get to fly around. I get to I get to go around with me as Paimon just flying around. Paimon, Paimon thinks You should go that way. Paimon is not emergency food. Okay, so I think that's all the. Okay, I want to get into. I want to save mine for last, but I really. It's not even in the game yet. He's not into the game yet, but I want, I want people to mod my model to games so I can be convinced to play them. That's the only way because I have too big of an ego. All right, time to switch back. Time to switch back to maybe I'll make this maybe I'll make Velocity a I'm gonna remove this from the I'm gonna remove her from the punishment wheel. I'm gonna make it a redeem. And it's gonna be like the same thing as like micro, just like a little. It's gonna change my model. Do my deck first. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a lot faster for me to do it because Of course, I'm very familiar with my deck. So, here it goes. The moment of truth. My first ever custom card deck, custom deck, and I don't think I could never top this, like the way the deck is designed. So here it comes, Gravity Circuit, baby. Yeah, it all. My speed running of this game came to this Gravity Circuit because we got all the bosses here, all the bosses. The important. This is a lot. Well, I could briefly talk about all of them. Like, it's not too hard to like figure everything out. So these are the vendors, circuit vendors, which you like in the you don't really see them, but in the hub world, like you don't really see them when I stream Gravity Circuit because I'm doing New Game Plus. But you talk to these people and they give you your upgrades. Nega with an E, he gives you burst techniques that you can buy. Nurse gives you the like the equipment stuff, like not being able to get knocked back, the upgraded grappling hook, all that stuff. And Prim gives you the palette. I said with an E. No slurs in this stream. I can tell you that. It's like that one Eggman, alternate Eggman from Sonic Rush. Eggman! Or the Crimson Chin's arch nemesis, the Net Chin. And yeah, we got one of the bosses, another boss here. We got all the palettes, every palette that Kai has in the game. The final boss, Commander Circuit, and the Circuit General, Colonel. And all these are burst techniques. Like, I didn't put all of them. I didn't put all of them from the game, but I put all 4 of the ones you start out with. I should make a WWE deck? Wait, you're gonna make a WWE deck? Well, do you I can help you with that. I can help you with I'm a big WWE fan, so I don't know. Maybe we can make the deck together. We can make it really interesting. I don't know how it's gonna be played. It's like, I mean, Dino like Goki's already like a wrestler archetype, and did you make the same card with different colors? No, these are all different effects, and they all have different summoning conditions. But they're all recolored. But what do you expect? Kai, like these recolors, they're all different. They're all based on the palettes that Print makes. Like the one you always see is during my New Game Plus runs where I use the rainbow suit, which is like the ability of which is like all these abilities combined. But I didn't do that with this card. This card is different. So let's start with Kai. Let's start things simple. So basically, he's your main searcher. You add a circuit monsters from your deck to your hand, and then during the main phase quick effect, you're gonna be seeing that a lot. During the main phase quick effect, you can activate a burst technique card from your hand. You can activate these once per turn. So this is like your main 3 of searcher. This is like he's like the core of your deck, pretty much. Like you gotta make sure you have your most of your turn. You gotta like have them on your field. Yeah, we should talk about it. I feel like the deck should have elements of wrecking both the opponent's monsters and the life points, both in battle and quick effect. I don't know about burn. I don't know. It really depends on the wrestler, I guess. But Ray. If you control no monsters on the field, you can special summon this from your hand. And then when you do, you can target a spell or trap your opponent controls, destroy it, and then inflict 500 damage to your opponent. And then during the main phase, you can activate Burst Technique Erupting Beam for your deck or hand or deck. So basically, you can during I don't know, say you're during your opponent's turn, you can activate this effect while this is on the field, and you can activate Erupting Beam, which is pretty much Raigeki, while you have a while you have a circuit monster, you can destroy all monsters your opponent controls, and if you do not have a fire monster, destroy all monsters on the field, including yours. And also, I'm gonna talk about Kai's. Like Kai can activate any of these from the hand. Just saying, you can just use any of these. Trace, like when she's normal special summoned, you can target one circuit monster to special summon it. Most likely, you're just gonna get Kai from the grave. And then during the main phase, you can banish one circuit monster you control, discard a random card from your opponent's hand. It's a pretty good effect. Like it's a good hand rip, but if you only have Kai and Trace on the field, then you're better off just not using the effect. Like it's very situational. And also, you can during the main phase, you can activate emergency heal from your hand or deck, which this well, you can target a circuit monster from your graveyard, special summon it. Like these. Oh, and also I should talk about these two also. Hot-headed red circuit Kai. It's kind of like so basically with these palettes. So for this card Synchro Summon, you can treat one optic circuit ray as a tuner. So basically you can Secret Summon these two without neither of them having tuners, because you can use Ray as a tuner to go into the hot-headed red. So during the main phase, quick effect, you can target one card on field, destroy it, and if you do, inflict 1,000 damage to your opponent. And also, it also has that same effect where you can activate Erupting Beam from your hand or deck. But all these cards are all hard once per turn, so you can't just loop it. You can't just, loop Erupting Beam. And also, you can't, like, once they're in the graveyard, for the most part, you can't use them again. Like, it's kind of hard to like, bring them back from the graveyard, unless you have Cable. But I'm going a little bit too ahead of myself. Okay, Draining Gray. This is the Synchro. Same thing with Trace and Kai. During the main phase, you can target one circuit monster from your graveyard banishment, special summon it. So it's like an upgraded version of Trace. And same thing here. Unless if you don't have emergency heal already, then just use it. Like there's plenty of leeway just to get emergency heal. Okay, Blade. This is your Poplar. So if this card is added to your hand, special summon it. Yeah, this the Poplar effect. While you control another circuit monster, this card cannot be targeted by your opponent's spell or trap effects. During the main phase, you can activate Gravity Freeze from your hand or deck, which is basically this. So Gravity Freeze, you can only control one, much like Emergency Heal. You can only control one on the field. You must control a circuit monster while this card is on the field. Otherwise, destroy this card. So this is very circuit specific. So you can't really use this to like get with it. This is very. So while you control a wind monster, so it could be any of the winds. It could be Bit, Cable. It could be Prim, because she could become that attribute. It could be either any of the wind synchros. What else? So yeah. So this is like the true Sun God effect, where like your opponent's monsters cannot be attacked while they're special summoned. Because I did want to play like a Floodgate in the deck, but the best I can really think of that's like the least degenerate is true Sun God. When a monster effect on the field is activated, you can banish a circuit monster from your graveyard, negate that effect, and then return it to the hand. And then you could Synchro into Floating Blue. So for this card, Synchro Summon, you could treat one Blade as a tuner. You can target up to 2 circuit monsters from your graveyard or banishment, add them to your hand. So it's a completely different effect. It's not, you don't have the protection effect anymore, but in exchange, you're able to like, you can just like you can like recycle your circuit monsters. And here's Cable. So the way you special summon him is you reveal 1 circuit monster, well, except for Cable. I should have wrote that down, and 1 burst technique card. Special summon both monsters, then send the revealed burst technique card to the grave. If this is normal special summon, you can target 1 burst technique card from your graveyard banishment, shuffle it to the deck. During your main phase, you can activate 1 current circuit from your hand or deck, which is this. So basically, you can banish a card from your opponent's graveyard, banish it. Gale Floodgates. Well, this one's rather tame. It's not that bad. So yeah, basically this is a call. This is call by while you control a circuit monster. And if you control a wind monster, circuit monsters you control gain 500 attack and defense until the end of the next turn. So yeah, you don't really need a. So this is like an archetype call by the grave. Uh, so the secret monster, electrifying green. Okay, for this. All right, during the main phase, you can target 3 burst technique cards from your graveyard banishment, return them to the deck, draw 1 card. During the main phase, same thing. You just use current arc from your deck. I need some water. I've been talking too much. It's funny because I was told in a server that a certain deck of mine was too generic because it was continuous traps exclusively. Didn't even read the cards. Well, my deck only has 2, and neither of them are you know, too bad. Depending who you ask. Okay, bet. Yeah, you can reveal 1 circuit monster from your. You can reveal 1 other circuit monster card. Special summon this card from your hand. Obviously, floodgates. Well, you just have a full deck just full of floodgates. Yeah, that sounds really degenerate. Okay, during the main phase, you can target 2. Okay, I just gotta sip it again. Okay, 2 sips. There you go. Okay, yeah, you can target 2 face-up monsters you control, including monster you control, banish them to the end phase. So it's like SP Low Knight. But it's not a main phase thing, so it's not a quick effect thing, so it's not that good. But it's pretty decent. Oh, you can activate. Yeah, you can activate Gravity Rush from your hand or deck. And Gravity Rush is here. While you control a circuit monster, special summon 1 level 2 circuit vendor from your hand or deck. And if you control a wind monster, all level 4 circuit monsters you currently control can attack directly this turn. You know, special summon for the rest of the turn, except circuit monsters. So yeah, you are circuit locked if you use Gravity Rush. Which I just remembered that I remember just now. Because there's like some replays that I put in, they're like, okay, I mixed this with this other card and I used Gravity Rush. Oh no, I cheated. I cheated my own replays. Anyway. Let's get back to Speedy Teal Kai. Yeah, the wind. Also, these are all machines, by the way. I forgot to mention. No, it's funny because the deck is exclusively burning, light burning a la Trickstar, but they return the hand during standby. Oh, okay. I mean, it's a little bit degenerate. It's like a little bit like, oh, come on, it's burn. uh, so yeah, during the main phase, you can draw 2 cards. And then, Gravity Rush. So yeah, during your turn, yeah, if you secret summon this, say if you use like a different one, if you use like a different setup that you can't draw to, you have to use you gotta use the circuits to synchro to speedy teal to get the draw to during your first turn. But if it's still on the field, during your next turn, then you could draw to just whenever you want. That's what I did. Just make things a little bit harder. Okay, Wave Circuit Medley. So if this card is no more special summoned, not Cybers for Cynet Circuit. Well, I did look at the circuit. I did look at circuit. These are all circuit spells and traps. Every everything I said here is like, okay, these are all circuit monsters. Can't search for Cynet Circuit. Also, I don't know how the hell you would actually use this in circuits. Like, this is not like a Link deck. Like, you can't search for Psyframe Circuit. Only circuit monsters and burst technique spells and traps. Because what the hell? Because this would be like a Frog to Jan situation where like it's not supposed to synergize with the Battery Men or Degenerate Circuit. What the hell is this? The control of this card pays 500 life points during their each standby phase. This is not optional. Monster cards that will be returned from the hand to the grave are removed from play instead. Yeah, it's just I don't know, use Gravity Freeze to negate their monster, and instead of banish them, instead of putting them to your hand, you just banish them. Yeah, that's real good stuff. All right, so yeah, you can special summon 1 circuit monster from your hand. During the main phase, you can make each player draw a card, and then each player sends a card from their hand to the grave. It's kind of like Zoha, but you just Octodic Zoha on the field. But like instead of being sent to the grave and draw a card and discard, you could just like activate this while it's on the field. And then you can activate Surface Renderer. Surface Render. Circuit monsters you control gain 500 defense. While you control a water monster, circuit monsters cannot be tributed. You can only control 1 Surface Render. Must control a circuit monster on the field, otherwise destroy this card. So it's like Gravity Freeze. So if you have a really good circuit monster on the field, you can't be kaiju'd. You gotta get rid of this card first. I've got a Toxic Floodgate idea. Oh no. No, this is the only Floodgate you're ever gonna get from me. This is like the best you're ever gonna get, because anything else beyond just True Sun God, I'm just like, no, I'm not gonna do that. That's disgusting. Okay, so Crush. Wait, no, I forgot to talk about Playful. Playful Blue Circuit. With this card, Synchro Summon. Blah blah blah. During your main phase, you can special summon up to 2 circuit monsters from your hand. During the main phase, blah blah blah. So this one's like kind of whatever. one's kind of mid. But it's still a good effect. It's like a better version of Medleys. Brush. While you control another circuit monster, your opponent cannot target monsters you control with monsters effects or for attacks except this one. So this is like a lot of protection here against your opponent's monsters. If a monster you control is sent from the field to the graveyard, except during the damage step, you can special summon this card from your hand. I forgot to write down from your hand. During the main phase, you can activate Burst Technique Distant Detonation from your hand or deck, which is here. While you control a circuit monster, target up to 2 spell traps your opponent controls, gate and destroy them. If you do not control a Earth monster, destroy all Earth spell traps you control. So yeah, there's a little bit of spell protection, like a little bit, but most of these are just like they kind of protect you against monsters mostly. Okay, heavy orange. So basically, with this one, you cannot be destroyed by your monster's effects. Also, their monsters cannot attack. Blah blah blah. So it's pretty much the same effect here, but it's like on like a level 8, like 3100 defense beater. Well, not beater, just like a really good tank, which could also negate spells and traps like once per turn. All right, so now hash. Last of the main circuits here. If this monster is normal or special summoned, it's special summon 1 hash token. During the main phase, you contribute 1 hash token. Target 1 monster your opponent controls to negate its effects until the end of the turn. During the main phase quick effect, you can activate Hologram Trap. Hologram Trap is here, and while you control a circuit monster, you can banish 1 card on the field. While you control a dark monster, banish it face down instead. Like really basic stuff. Just banish the monster. So there's a lot of disruption going on with hash. Continuing with this trend is skimming pink. This card's secret summon. You can trade 1 cipher circuit hash as you control as a tuner. I don't know why I read that and skipped the other ones. Whatever. You can special summon 2 hash tokens. During the main phase, you contribute 1 monster and your opponent's target 1. Target 1 monster your opponent controls to negate its effects. Yeah, until the end of the turn. Okay. Okay, I don't know why it's reconnecting. I don't know what's going on. No. Oh, you're disrupting my stream. How dare you? The hell's going on? No, when we get back. Am I banned? The Dueling Network just banned me? Okay, there's some stuff going on. Like, what the hell? Yeah, I think my browser's dead. Ugh, God. Alright, let's try this. I gotta move browsers then. I gotta move to Brave. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on. I don't like it. Well, while I get things set up, we'll microwave issues. I haven't moved an inch from my room. This is awkward. I can't connect to Doombook at all. Oh, no, I can. I kinda. I don't know what's going on. Okay, this is really weird. I don't like what's going on. No! Fuck off. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna do it from Brave now. Okay. Oh, now it works. Now it fucking works. Okay, never mind. I'm not gonna use Brave. I'm gonna go back to my browser. Close out some tabs? Maybe. Yeah, it seems like it's fake. Yeah, I guess I have too many tabs open. I thought, like, I don't know. I thought the site just got shut down or something. Okay. Well, that's gonna get edited. That's gonna get edited out. All right, let's get back to where we were. So, okay, so we got all of this done, and now let's talk about the vendor. If you control a circuit monster, you can reveal one burst technique card. Special summon this card from your hand during the main phase while you control Kai. You can discard one card and one other destroy one other circuit monster you control. This card's level gain increases by 2. So with this, you can either go to the level 6 or the level 8. Let's talk about former circuit first. Memory issues, yeah, probably. I always get memory issues. Like, I don't know, it's annoying. If this card is secret summon with only secret monsters as secret material, add one burst technique card from your deck to your hand. During the main phase quick effect, you can activate a burst technique card from your hand or graveyard. Yeah, this is the only, like, these two, Stained Purple and Former, they're the only ones that can activate uh cards from the grave. Speaking of Stained Purple, yeah, while you control another circuit monster, this card cannot be destroyed, targeted, or destroyed by spell or trap effects during the main phase. So basically, if you have Heavy Orange and Stained Purple, this guy becomes the towers. During the main phase. Yeah, during the main phase, you can activate a burst technique, blah, blah, blah. I already said that. All right, let's talk about the other, the ones I haven't mentioned yet. So, Flying Strike. Special summon one circuit monster from your hand, or if you control a Gravity Circuit Kai or Kai Secret Monster.
Careful, man! He just raised the stakes on this duel big time! Now whoever loses the game loses their soul!
Yeah, I ain't a shadow. It ain't a shadow duel right now. I'm too busy reading cards to be dueling. Yeah, special summon one circuit monster from your deck. You cannot special summon for the rest of the turn except circuit monsters. Oh my god, I forgot about this part too. I'm stupid. Yeah, you can use this effect once per turn. Wow, my replays has been null and void now. Sorry, I did a lot of these like a month ago, so I kind of like forgot about some of the details. Rising Upper, while this is equipped to a circuit monster, it gains 1,000 attack. During the main phase, you can pay 2,000 life points until the end of the turn. The equipped monster gains an additional 2,000 attack while you control, and if you control a light monster, other secret circuit monsters you control gain a 500 attack. So yeah, you could just like during like when you're about to like attack with like one of your bigger boss monsters, and you equip this, you get to use like, I guess you could probably go over Grimine history. I'm gonna make that man history with this card. Yeah. So what else? Catch interrupt. So this is a counter trap. If your opponent activates a monster effect while you control a circuit monster, negate the effect, and if you control a light monster, destroy it. So yeah, just basic monster negate. First technique, Heavenly Pile Drive. Discard one card. Immediately secret summon one secret monster using monsters on either side of the field as secret material. If you use your opponent's monsters as secret materials, it could be treated as tuners. You can activate this effect. Yeah, this card is ridiculous. Like, this is like super poly, but for synchros. Like, there's no reason. Like, there's no place for this card to be in this deck. Pile Drive. Yeah, that's what it's called in the game. Like, it's called Heavily Pile Drive. It's not Pile Driver. It's Pile Drive. But I don't know. It's just a really funny card. Like there's like so much potential with this card that I just had to like just leave it at one. Like it has to be like a one-off. Okay, let's talk about the circuit vendors. Well, I already talked about this one. Damn, that's gonna get rid of one of my 3 level 8 bosses. Well, it really depends on what I have in the deck. I mean, I could use Ultimate Blend. So Nurse. Hello, Nurse. This card is normal special summoned. Draw 1 card. During the main phase, you can banish 1 first technique card from your hand or deck. Special summon a circuit monster from your hand or graveyard. During the main phase, you can equip this card to Gravity Circuit Kai or a Kai Secret Monster. The equipped monster cannot be destroyed in battle or card effects. Each effect once per turn. Prim. You can normal summon a circuit monster in addition to your normal summoner set. During the main phase, while you control Kai, you can discard 1 card. Basically, you can just declare 1 attribute and it becomes Nurse. You mean Maria? No. Her name is Nurse. Like, her name in the game is Nurse. You think of another character that kind of looks like her. Ah, my foot is asleep. Ah. What else? What else? What am I supposed to do? So, no, I'm just dumb. Yeah, I thought so. Let's, yeah, all we have left is these 3, so let's talk about Circuit General Kernel first. It, okay, requires 2 monsters. Requires Link summoned. Using only circuit monsters as Link material, you can add 1 circuit monster from your deck to your hand. During the main phase, you can target 1 level 4 or lower circuit monster you control. Shuffle that circuit monster into the deck. If you do, special summon 1 circuit monster with a different original name for your deck. So yeah, this is basically Test Panther. It's Test Panther, except is based around circuits. I was trying to make a reference to Yu-Gi-Oh card, but I made a mistake. Maria mean? Maria. Chaos Emeralds. Chaos Emeralds. Yosh. Okay, so with your 3, say if you have 3 circuit monsters on the field, you have 2 routes. If you have Kai on the field, you could go for either Ultimate Blend Circuit or Commander Circuit. If you use Commander Kai, if you use Ultimate Blend, I mixed up 2 cards together. So this card can only be secret summoned. This requires 1 plus tuner and 1 plus circuit monsters. For this card's secret summon, you treat 1 Kai you control as a tuner. The attribute of this card is also treated as fire, water, wind, earth, and dark. If this monster was secret summoned with only circuit monsters, it is unaffected by monster effects, other than circuit monsters. During the main phase, you can activate one burst technique card from your hand or deck. Or hear me out, you can use any of these cards to activate them from the hand, deck, or graveyard if you have circuit mode on your field zone. So when this card is activated, you can add one Gravity Circuit Kai or Circuit Vendor beep, from your deck to your hand. Circuit monsters you control can also activate burst technique cards from your hand, hand, deck, graveyard, or banishment with their effects. And each time you do with this effect, if you activate Kai, you can activate any of these cards from any area of the field. But if it's any, like, if you activated the effect and it's any of these and not from the hand, you have to use this card. And each time you use this effect, you lose 1500. So it is kind of like, the runs I usually do, like, on stream. Where, like, yeah, I have 2 slots for burst techniques. And, if I run out, I could keep using them, but I lose health in exchange. So this is what it's like reflecting. Like, it's a really good effect. It's really good. And honestly, I intended to make this like circuit locked, but I kind of already did that with Flying Strike and Gravity Rush, so I don't think that's necessary. But yeah, it's a really strong card. Like, this deck is really good. So I already made an optimized version of the deck, and it looks like this. So yeah, basically, yeah, you need 3 of Kai. I would say just use 1 of each. Like, just go for all of them. Like, they have their own like unique, like, special way of like unique stuff they can do on the field. So you can like switch them around with Colonel. Depending on the situation, you can like search for, I don't know, Blade, use the popular effect to special summon, or if you have another circuit monster in your hand, you can get Bit, activate Gravity Rush, special summon a level 2. Like, there's a lot of ways you can like play around with this. It's I'm gonna show you some replays like really soon. You know what? I'm actually gonna show you them right now. Yeah, I made a lot of replays. I have like 5 of them. I'm gonna go like start with my earliest one, then my latest one, and I'm gonna work my way to the middle. All right, so I activate Kai. All right, activate this. Review these 2. Well, I think this one's a little bit outdated. Yeah, I forgot to I didn't include the effect to send this to the grave yet. Like, this was like an early build. Actually, no, this one's like really outdated.
Careful, man! He just raised the stakes on this duel big time! Now
I'm
whoever
not dueling. This is a replay.
Loses their soul.
Oh, we have more cards to look through, but I still have like 2 hours, so okay, this one's a little bit outdated. I'm not gonna show you this one. I'm gonna show you the latest one. Screw it. Or maybe I could just do one live. I could just do a play live and I'll show you the process. Okay, so I start with terraforming, get my circuit mode. Get Kai. Summon Kai, activate to get N. Activate, lose 1500 because I'm gonna use Flying Strike from my deck. Activate it. Get Prim. Activate. Beep. Reveal. Special summon. Synchro into Former Circuit. Activate to get a burst technique. I went with Gravity Rush. Got Nurse. Activate Nurse. Activate from the hand. Like draw a card. I can double summon again with Trace because of Prim. Activate Emergency Heal. Go into Kernel. I use Circuits. I could search again for Crush. Secret all three of them into Ultimate Blend. Activates Crush because they got sent to the grave. Activate this to get Kai again. Secret Kai into Heavy Orange. Activate Kai again to get Surface Render. Set my Heavenly Pile Drive. Yeah, and then so I could do a lot of things during my opponent's turn. I can negate a spell trap that they activate. I can activate this to either negate a spell, negate a monster, or go into my deck. Get from my deck. What's it called? The banishing one with a hash in it. I can go. Yeah, this using Kai is very versatile. I forgot to mention about Commander Circuit. I forgot to mention him. So if you don't have Kai and you don't want to synchro into Ultimate Blind, you can go into Commander Circuit, who's a level 4 Xyz, rank 4 Xyz. Yeah, he requires 3 plus level 4 monsters. During the main phase, you can target one monster your opponent controls, you can attach it material, or you can have it on your side of the field. So it's kind of like, and also this card cannot attack when this is activated. So it's kind of like Big Eye. It's like a kind of better version of Big Eye. And also during the main phase, quick effect, you can banish one burst technique card from your graveyard, banish one card your opponent controls face down. You can only use one Commander Circuit effect once per turn and only once per turn. So you can only pick one of each. And they're both really strong effects, so it's still a good option. Also, I have these two, the Super Heavy Samurai and Omega, as targets for Heavenly Pile Drive. So say if your opponent has 2 or 3 level 4s, I could use this. Go and just take their monsters, just secret summon to one of these. And I know I've made some other variants of Circuit, but now that I reread those 2 cards that lock me out of Circuits, they're kind of a little, ooh, I don't think they're not as good. Yeah, they're not as good. They're not as reliable because you can't really catapult FTK with this. I tried, but no. There's better ways to do it. I made one with reptiles, which isn't good neither. I just realized it's oh shit. Oh no, this is actually bad because Flying Strike and Gravity Rush, they kind of lock me out of. I can't use my reptiles. So this one goes bye-bye too. And I made a big one. I made a big one with all the cards that we have that I have reviewed up to this point, including the circuits, and I could just take out I could just take out these. I could take out these 3. I don't know. Add somebody else. Add different cards. I don't know. I can add a third copy of Swimpy and Me. Scooby. And also, there's like Spell Sword heroes in here as well. But only because I can like special summon them from my hand without any monsters. So yeah, there you go. Actually, I should put Wave here. I should put Medley. There we go. So yeah, I'm just gonna demonstrate like all the cards that we've made into one deck, just for the hell of it. Even though I should be looking at the other cards, I just need a little break from reading them. Okay, well the Ogdonics here are only here for like the Chaos plays. They're not really here for Ogdonic plays. Okay, this is not a good example. Yeah, this is not a good hand, actually. Let me try again. This was supposed to be a good deck, damn it. Yeah, no more Summon Blade. Let's get that funny Link 1, shall we? Uh, I guess Layer of Brightness. Okay, this is really awkward. This deck kind of sucks. Now that I'm like, oh wait, I can't use the special summoning from the deck or anything without getting circuit locked. All right, here's a live play from the Pure Circuits. So I just get Kai. Uh, Normal Summon Prim. Normal Summon Kai. Activate Kai. Let's get him. No, him to the hand. Activate this. Reveal. Reveal Flying Strike. Special Summon. Go ahead, Synchro. Into good old Boomer Circuit. Let's get Emergency Heal. Well, first I'm gonna summon, activate Cable, reveal these two. Special summon both. Send to the grave. Activate both of them. Turn this to the deck. Well, let's link summon into Colonel. Colonel. Activate him. Let's get Blade. Activate the popular effect. Special summon uh activate the back to the deck. Go into trace. Activate trace. Bring out Kai. I mean, I could just banish. Well, first I'm gonna activate this. Get my floodgate out. Alright, let's activate this. Banish. Hand rip. Let's go with this and this. Bring out floating blue. Activate. Return these back to the hand. I still haven't activated emergency heal. Whoops. Well, whatever. I'm gonna activate Kai anyway. I'm gonna spend my 1,500 life points to use Flying Strike to bring out. Who? I can go with Nurse, but nah. I guess Bit. Uh, no, wait. I got a better one. Just no. Yeah, we'll just do it. Let's just do the. Oh, stop. Let's go into a Rainbow Kai. Had to go AFK. Back. Oh, welcome back. I'm just doing a replay, just demonstrating the power of my deck. Activate this to either surrender, gravity rod. I'm going with surface render. See, I got my two continuous traps. I'm surprised stream is still up. No work today. Yeah, there's no work today. I don't have work on Sundays or Mondays, but I take my Sundays, you know, as like pure rest days. Like I'm not gonna do anything, productive during Sundays. And Mondays are like my longer stream days. So that's how I organize things. I mean, this isn't like the best board I can make. I could have done better, but you can. There's a lot of potential with that deck. Like you can go in, you can make plays to like go into stain purple and uh heavy orange. Like there's a lot of good synergy between those two because there's a lot of protection between both of them. And if you get Rainbow Kai and Surface Render, then those cards can't be tributed. Like there's a lot of potential with those. So overall, I could try to make more custom decks, but I'm not really in a big hurry. Like I do have some other ideas. Like I have, like I said before, Darkstalkers, but I don't know. I think that one's gonna be a lot more trickier to like come up with like monster effects for like card effects for those. Like I still have ideas, but I don't know. It's just kind of tricky. Like especially considering their fiend types, and fiends work really well with fiendsmiths, like or not. Have you tried the back? Oh, I'm going to right now. Okay, so first the Exo Sisters. Okay, so Exo Sisters Castalia. I don't like this deck, by the way. I'm just like, yeah, two rank 4 Xyz monsters. So there is you gotta work a little bit to get here. There's like their big boss monster, pretty much. Must first be Xyz summon with these materials. This card cannot. This card can make a second attack during each battle phase. Oh boy. Um, you can use each of the following effects once per turn. When your opponent activates a card or effect, quick effect, you can detach one card from this card and negate the activation. If you do, banish it. It's the Omni Negate. It's not a trap card, but it is an Omni Negate. Doesn't Exorcisters out Shifter? Yeah, because they don't care about Shifter. They can just keep doing their plays. They don't care if they're banished. Hell, I'm pretty sure Exorcisters even. I think they use Shifter. Okay, when your opponent activates the card or effect again, you can use each once per turn. Turn one. Turn one. These monster you own attached to this card to your extra deck. Then you can special summon that monster from your extra deck. Oh, just more special summoning. Yeah, this card is kind of annoying. But I guess it does fit well with the archetype, I guess. I don't know. I'm not really well versed in like Exorcisters. Okay, we have. Oh yeah, good luck with that because you need to like you gotta use your two rank 4s to bring it out. You have to do it, but there's no other way to like bring it out. I don't know what the hell is going on here. I mean, I know the Exorcisters are, you know, but I didn't think they would be this blatant about it. Okay, okay, yeah, you could tell the text is really long when like the card effect is like extending a past the border. All right, pay 1,600 and discard one card. Dream keeps freezing up. I don't know what's going on there. I mean, the bid rate is still good. Yeah, strange. Uh, yeah, pay 1,600 life points. Discard one card. Special summon two rank 4 Xyz monsters from your extra deck with different names, and if you do, immediately what the fuck? You just bring it out? You can just bring this out with with the lesbian card? What? You just do that? Okay, I like look at this card. It's like okay, this card is pretty stupid, but you know, Exorcists are already a little bit stupid, but it's stupid in the right amount where like it's like okay, I don't like them, but you know, but you know, come on, this is ridiculous. Just bringing it out just right away. Like this is a little bit too much. I don't like this card. Okay, you can have special summon for the rest of the turn. Mix them exorcist monsters. Oh yeah, sure. That definitely. At least you can't use this as an engine. At least you can't. At least you can't. You know, just use this. Bring out Castalia and expect you to not run anything. Expect you to run anything except run anything that aren't exosister monsters during your main phase, except the turn this card again sends it to grave. You can pay 800 life points, banish this card, then target one non-exos Xyz exosister monster in your graveyard, add it to your hand. You can, of course, you can activate each effect. You could just break it. You can just break this out with a lesbian card. Yeah, this is what it is. It's the lesbian card. Look at him. Look at him go. Like this is like maximum Yuri action going on here. And you can't tell me otherwise. So yeah, this one's a little bit overkill, but at least you can only use this in Exorcisters. So it's not the most egregious thing in the world. Just like poor Exorcisters. I don't like them. What? Okay, so we're looking at these other cards that are sent to me by Nebula, and I'm already confused by Cloudburst Fusion. Pay half your life points. You should summon one Galaxy Fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters in your hand or your hand and your side of the field as fusion material. What? But there are no Galaxy monsters. What is this? Rush Duels? How can I bring out a Galaxy Fusion monster if there's no Galaxy monsters to fusion summon with? Yeah, this one's a little bit confusing. Dark Absorption Golem. If your opponent declares an attack on a Dark Absorption Golem monster you control. This is like the only one though. You can negate that attack. During the end of your opponent's battle phase, you can destroy all monsters your opponent controls that had their attack negated. Okay, then why would they attack? Why would they attack a Dark Absorption Golem unless they just don't read? And if you do, this card gains attack. You would. This card's got ass. Like, unless there's a way to Okay, this card doesn't really do much. It's like a worse Yubel. That's pretty much what it is. It's a worse Yubel, eternal lover loving forever with nightmare pain on the field. Like it's not good. Like it's just like really relies on the fact if your opponent relies on your opponent just not reading the card. That's all it just pretty much says to me. Like there's nothing that says your opponent has to declare an attack on it. Like your opponent could just not attack. It could just not attack this card. It doesn't even have to. It can just go for any other monster except for that one. Destiny World Ender. Okay, if you control 3 or more set cards in your spell trap zone, you can discard 1 card, special summon this card from your hand or graveyard. Generic, not good. Yeah, it is a generic card. Like both of these are, I don't know. This one's like using a Galaxy Fusion monster. Like I don't know where the fusion monsters are. Where are the Galaxy Fusion monsters? Like this isn't Rush Duel. Like if this was a Rush Duel card, I'd be like, hell yeah, let's go. We got something for Galaxy Fusions that don't require you to have your use from your cards and your feelings material. Even then, there's like a little dumb one's like, oh, you gotta pay your half your life points. Like I'm pretty sure you made this as a Rush Duel card. Wait, is there a way to make a Rush Duel card? I'm pretty sure there is. But you could just make a Rush card. There we go. Yeah, you could. Okay, reconnection successful. Okay, okay, we're back. Oh my god, what's happening to my bit rate? What the hell is going on? Now I'm a little scared. Anyway, uh, elemental roulette. Okay, so that okay to sum up what I said before, if the stream didn't catch it, I have to close a few more tabs. These are the only tabs I got. These are my only tabs. I can't close any more tabs. And also, it's not a memory issue. My memory is okay. It's still in the red. I don't know what's going on. Okay, so... Okay, anyway, so it gets... Okay. So if it's a dark, I can draw 2 cards, and then I can just set this card to your opponent, the opponent's side. So I guess we're just taking turns drawing 2 cards if the monster's like the right one. I don't know. This card is kind of dumb. If your opponent sent a card that was not the declared attribute, your opponent draws 2 cards. Also, banish all copies of Elemental Roulette from your hand, deck, field, and graveyard. You can activate this once per turn. Can you use this in spirals? Wait a minute. Me when I make custom self-edit crashes the stream. Yep, that's basically what you did. I'm blaming this on you. So yeah, you can play this with spirals. You can just use a spiral drone. Uh, put this on the top of your deck, and then if you have elemental roulette, then then you can just cause a lot of shenanigans, and then give it to your opponent. But your opponent doesn't know what could be in your deck. So wait, can you declare if this card is a spell? Like, say if like your opponent's, top card is a spell. Can I just say it's a spell, or it has to be it has to be a monster with a different attribute? So, does it have to be one of the 6, or does it have to be any of the 7 attributes as a monster, or can I just say it's a spell or trap? Because if your opponent is running nothing but trap monsters or trap cards that could be turned into monsters or spells like runic, like there's nothing you can really do with this card. This card just kind of screwed, and you just gave your opponent 2 cards for like no reason. You can use this in spirals. Oh yeah, one of the Honkai XEs are inspired by. Oh no! What? No! Don't do that. No! I said I'm gonna ban Catapult Turtle for anybody who isn't me. You can't. Oh! Don't enable my bullshit. No! The flu. Like a monster board, but it's a phoenix. Target 1 fire monster in your graveyard. Special summon that target. During the interface, destroy that monster. If you do, inflict damage. Okay, you just gave Snake Eyes more sauce. Good job. With 1,000 burn damage. Even then, I don't think Snake Eyes would even play this, if I'm being honest. Wraith Rex Core. So this is a Dino monster. Oh, you cannot declare Spell Trap. Oh, that makes the card a little bit worse. Wraith Rex Core. I guess this could be like a good side deck card, but I don't know why you would play this over Lightning Storm, Evenly Matched, Mo Charmies, just any other good going second card. Like all this does just gives you like 2 card, allows you to draw 2 cards. You're better off just playing good old Fuaros. Okay, if you control a Tyranno monster, if you control a Dino normal monster, social summon this card from your hand. You can use this effect once per turn. Once per turn, you can target 1 dinosaur monster you control and reveal 1 dinosaur monster from your extra deck with a level. This card's level becomes the difference between but destroy during the end phase. So I guess this could go for like secret play. So you could play this with like Drax. I don't know. This card is a little bit kind of like whatever. So why is this card weaker than Baby Ceratosaurus? Like Baby Ceratosaurus, this little baby dinosaur has 2 stars. I mean 2 levels. 500 attack, 500 defense. Why is this Baby Ceratosaurus stronger than Wraithrex core? Like this fully grown T-Rex, like fully grown raptor. Like if you look at the two side by side, you would think that this one would like eat this one for breakfast, but it's the other way around. Okay, so Lord Raijin, the generic level level 10 monster. Okay, this card cannot be destroyed by it is generic. This card cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects, except by the effect of a thunder monster. You can only control one Lord monster. Oh, it's supposed to be a tuner? Ah, I see. So this card is like even worse than you ended it. Okay, you can control only one Lord monster, I guess. I mean, from what I've seen, this is like the only one you need. If this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can discard one card and banish one monster from your graveyard, destroy all monsters your opponent controls. There's a lot of there's a lot of these kinds of effects today. Like there's this one, there's my card, a lot of Raigeki-esque cards. Also inflict 300 damage to your opponent. Each monster destroyed by this effect. You can use the effect once per turn. So yeah, this is a good replacement for Baron de War. Like instead of instead of Baron de War being this one Omni negate, just bring out this guy. Just because this card cannot be a. This guy has some good immunity to destruction. It's got some good battle effects. You can just if you destroy a monster of a battle, you can do all this stuff. You can destroy even more monsters your opponent controls. Yeah, this guy's a little bit, this guy's a little bit out there. Oh, hey, there's a Wraithrex core. You can't even bring out this guy out. Wraithrex and Tyranno. I mean, I'm gonna read this guy anyway, but don't expect anybody to bring this guy out because there's no tuners. So let's say this core is a tuner, and okay, during your main phase. Well, this is also level 10, by the way. Level 10 Dark Dinosaur. During your main phase, you can target one dinosaur monster you control your graveyard, special summon it. If that card is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can banish this card from your graveyard. Double this card's attack. Oh yeah. Wait, when you destroy it, and if you do, this card inflicts piercing battle damage. Yeah, but you already destroyed a monster from a battle. You already did its attack, so the piercing damage won't really do much. Destroys a monster by bait, and sends it to the graveyard while its attack is. Oh, he can attack again twice in a row. Lord Raijin is part of an archetype, but in all senses it is generic. Yes, but you can only control one of these. You can only control one Raijin. Like God forbid, this card gets like an engine. But then again, Baron de Four also has an engine, the Four stuff. But outside of Duel Links, it's pretty useless. So you just bring out Baron de Four anyway. There's like nothing here that suggests like anything like Ella Lord stuff. Like this is the only card. There's no Lord Fujin, Lord Fujin, or whatever the hell. Like this, that's all you're gonna get. This guy's like kind of like somebody do like, oh, you destroy a monster, you get to do more stuff with this guy, and blah 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 blah. What the hell is this? Another ring, another Link 8. Okay, 2+2 monsters. If this card is Link summon from your extra deck by using at least 2 monsters of material. I mean, you kind of have to. Like, you kind of have to use 2 monsters anyway. So, I guess you could just say, if this card is Link summoned, inflict damage to your opponent equal to the number of monsters used for its Link summon times 1,000. Oh, okay. So, I guess if you... So, there's like a full FTK, pretty much. If you have 8 monsters... Well, that's actually impossible. But you can come really close. It could work really well with with any FTK that requires a lot of burning. You just need enough monsters for it. Yeah, more burn stuff coming up. Okay, this card's attack is equal to a number. Yeah, this is some bullshit. Like, your Link 8s are like insane. So stupid. Great old dragon. Okay, this is a generic kinda 2 level 4 monsters with different attributes. Card is treated as the attribute of monsters attached to this card exceeds material. So I'm guessing this. Okay, say if you have a fire and water monster, medley and near FTK. Yeah, it's a crazy card. Like, you don't even have to do this during your first turn. You can just like do the Link 8. Depending on how many cards you have, just burn it. And also, this card gains attack. So like, if you, I guess you have to like 6. This is a joke card, by the way. I don't see the joke. I just see crazy Oonga Boonga Man. So if this is like a fire and water, so this becomes a light, water, and fire monster all at once. You have this card powers an opponent's defense position monster. It's piercing damage. If this card bows at a monster whose attributes the same as this monster, you could has 1 material for this card. This card gains 2,000 attack until the end phase. And this one's a little bit underwhelming. I mean, yeah, you could go up to 4,300, but you gotta have the right amount of, gotta get the right amount of attributes. I'm trying to think like what decks could this be useful for? I guess my chaos deck, because it is a light dragon, and my chaos deck does revolve around lights in a way, but in like the weirdest way possible. So yeah, that's all your cards. They range from freaking crazy like Raijin, and Harbinger. These guys are insane. And then these guys, like the rest of them, are kind of like, oh, I forgot. You 139 Utopian Origin. I forgot about this guy. If this is like C summoned, so you can send all attack position monsters from your control to the grave. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, you can attach 1 Xyz monster from this card and the battle phase. Oh, it's like a better version of OG Utopia's effect. If this card declares an attack while you can attach 2 Xyz monsters from your card, destroy that monster. If you do, inflict damage times that monster's rank. Oh, it's only while you face an Xyz monster. This is an OC's card. Check out yeah, I know about the Utopias. I know the stream is like really far behind. Like What you guys watching? You yeah, you guys are like really far behind. I'm sorry, you're probably like a minute behind, but with my my bid rate got better. Okay, so you can CXCs into this. You can you can actually overlay this on top. Okay, you can use this with XC's material. If this card only has Utopian Origins material, so I guess if you ran out of materials for a Origin, you have this effect. This card gains the effect of all monsters attached to this card's material. Oh, okay, so basically you can just use this. Okay, if this card gains an attack, if this card declares an attack, this card gains 1,000 attack for each level 4 monster in your graveyard until the end phase. So wait. So if this, so if Utopian Origin is the only material. Okay, I created this after I learned in Yu-Gi-Oh! It stands for imaginary. So I imagine Yuma just creates a number after the story.
Oh, I'm gonna make my own card. Utopian Origin is my original card. Do not steal.
Yuma, this card is confusing.
No, no, it's good. Trust me. I can end the battle phase. And if it attacks another Xyz monster, I can attach 2 materials, destroy the card, and do some crazy damage. And then if I use Utopic Dragon Origin, and this is the only card in material, it gains these effects, which requires you to touch 2 materials from the card, so you can't even use this one. But you can't use this one. You can end the battle phase. Also gains 1,000.
Oh, he did make F-Zero. Oh, okay, so he did make cards. I don't know. I didn't watch Zexel. Okay, so that's all the cards here. So these two are like kind of mid. They're like kind of like okay-ish. I mean, this one's like kind of good. It's like kind of like exceeds specific. This one's like really mid. Just like kind of what like a worse version of what Opian Origin can do. Like kind of whatever. But these two are broken as hell. This one could be really strong, but this thing needs to be a tuner. This one could be useful, but there's plenty of other fire recovery cards. Like there's literally one called fire recovery. So we're having another reborn card for fire monsters. And then this one's like janky and stupid. Destiny World Ender is pretty cool, but it gives some craze. It's a little bit wild, but you know what? The more I think about it, it's like okay, it's like good labyrinth support. This one just doesn't do anything. Neither is this. This could be like a rush card, rush spell. Yuma could just make new numbers. Oh, that's probably explains why we keep getting new number cards, even though like, Zexel's been over for like a long time.
I'm the one who made those cards.
All right, I think I have enough time for the Honkai Star Rail archetype. So yeah, let's start with March 7th and March 8th. I'm gonna start the one with the ones I'm familiar with. I'm gonna put Firefly in here as well. I already talked about it last custom card review stream. But, I gotta bring her up just to, as, because it is part of the archetype. Like, she went from being a generic, like, whatever card, a generic Cybers card into a full-blown archetype, so I gotta do it. Destiny World. Okay, Destiny World Ender was also part of an archetype, but can be used generically. Oh, okay. It could just like kind of like whatever's. I mean, not whatever's, leftovers. God, I cannot speak today after all of this stuff I've been talking about. Okay, I'm gonna briefly remind people how Firefly works. So basically, you just to sum it up in like a few words. You can send this to the graveyard. If you have this in the graveyard, it can do a bunch of shenanigans. Also, cannot be targeted and advantage by opponent's card effects. Just to let you guys know, there's a lot of protection going on here for this, combo piece. Okay, you can use each of the following effects. Okay, Slash has changed this from 3 cards to 4. Which, it does, add the requirements, like, a little bit. You can special summon this from your hand or graveyard. Yeah, during the main phase, you can pay 500 life points, shuffle 1 card on the field to the deck. So, just any of them. Just go for your opponents. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can target 1 Cybers monster from your graveyard banishment, special summon it. AKA just herself. You don't need to bring anybody else. Just bring her out. Because she is a Cybers. This is really strong for any rank 8 deck. Speaking of really good for the rank 8 decks, March 7th and March 8th. So these two are like very similar. The only difference is, okay, let's read March 7th. So you have this card in your hand or banishment. You contribute 1 monster. Special summon this card. If this card is double or special summoned, you could banish 1 card from your hand, field, or graveyard. Banish 1 card your phone controls or in their graveyard. And also, quick effect, you could contribute one of the monsters, special summon 1 March 8th from your graveyard or banishment. So you can just like trade them back and forth. Like the only difference here is that March 8th shuffles a card from that your opponent controls or in their graveyard to the deck. That's not the only difference. This one does banishing, this one does returning to the deck. Okay, Honkai Star Rail Astral Expiration. Pay 1500. Apply one of these effects. Add up to 2 Honkai Star Rail cards with different names from your deck to your hand. Or you can special summon 1 Honkai Star Rail from your deck to your graveyard. Then you can send 1 Honkai Star Rail monster with a different name from the deck to the graveyard. Then you can banish 1 card. Banish this card from your graveyard, then target 1 Honkai Star Rail from your graveyard, special summon it. And if you draw a Honkai Star Rail monster when you activate this effect, which you will, send 1 monster in control, 1 controls, send it to the graveyard. You can use 1 of these once per turn and only that turn. I'm starting to see another pattern. Yet another pattern with these Slash decks. Add up to 2 in-archetype cards from your deck to your hand. I've been seeing a lot of those, and it's getting. Some of them was like I understand, but they're getting way too like, a little bit too crazy. Because with this you can add 2. What else? Or Ghost Guy have something like that, so like you add 2. No, this one's actually 1. This deck is actually balanced, so no, it doesn't. Well, balanced in slash standards. That's what I'm gonna say. So yeah, this one's a little bit crazy too. And this one doesn't have the Honkai Star Rail. It doesn't have a Honkai Star Rail summon lock like the other one. Okay, so these are like new territory for me. Like these ones. Oh boy. Here we go. Huo. I've seen her during that quiz. That I somehow got wrong. I thought she was a Genshin character, but no, she's a Honkai character. This card cannot be destroyed by battle. Oh hey, they removed the cannot be targeted. Okay, so yeah, this one just cannot be destroyed by battle. Okay, these are still cannot be targeted or banished or whatever. But it's still pretty weird that there's no it's still pretty weird that there's like protection for non for cards you're not really supposed to have on the board. But anyway, like common pieces. Okay, so you can use each of the following effects once returned. Quick effect: you can tribute 1 rank level or rank 8 monster from your hand or field. Except Huo. Special summon this card from your hand or graveyard, but shuffle it to the deck when it leaves the field. Well, it wouldn't be a concern if you could see summon, because what other card has that effect? Vanguard of the Underground Emperor, because you could special summon this card from your graveyard, but it has to be placed in the bottom of the deck when it leaves the field. But here's the thing: if you seize a monster with this as material and you detach it, it just goes back to the graveyard. So this doesn't really matter. Like this cost for a deck that revolves around rank 8, this effect doesn't matter at all. Like it's just not this is not a big cost. Wait, except for a link summon of a link to a higher monster, or attributed to activate Honkai Star. God, just give your cards a cost. Like these cards, these costs aren't really costs if you really think about it. Because what are you gonna do with Huo? When you special summon this card by attributing a link 8. A level 8 or rank 8. Just added that situation for fun. Oh, okay. This is not a real cost. This is like kind of whatever. Like who cares? Because what are you gonna do? You're just gonna see summon into a rank 8, or have be link summoned, or attributed to activate a Honkai, or attributed to get the March 7th or 8th. This is not a big deal. Okay, if this card is distributed, sent to the field or grave, hand or field to the graveyard. Okay, okay, you didn't have to add more. Like Jesus Christ. No, stop. You have enough you have enough removal in your archetype. You don't need this. You don't need to do this. This is too much. Like just being able to bring itself back from the graveyard or hand, that's enough. Like not every card has to do everything. Like this card doesn't need the protection. It doesn't need to somehow remove a monster's opponent. opponent's card. Especially when you could just easily just put this back in the graveyard anyway. Like, it's ridiculous. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, these are Magical Knights. These are all different archetypes. So this one's Cyberse, this one's Magical Knight, this one's Illusion. This one's Galaxy, Black Swan. If you control a level 8 or rank 8, you special summon this card for your hand or banishment. If this card is normal or special summon, you can add one Honkai Star Rail from your deck to your hand, except the Black Swan. When your opponent activates a opponent's card effect, when your opponent activates a monster effect, you contribute this card, negate the effect, and if you do, banish this card. Banish that card. Oh, you forgot to replace that effect. It meant to have attack degree increase on all. Well, for the rest of the turn, right? For the rest of the turn, right? Not just the entire time they're on the field. Until the end of the turn. You know, having, already powerful monsters, just have them be increased by 800. That's a little bit too much for, like, a permanent effect. Don't you think? Okay, on to the answer. Good. just making sure, because, that would just be wild. Okay, this one's just another. Yeah, you could just search this. You could just special summon it, search, and then negate as well. Oh, God. These cards hurt. Like, I know I would be using these as well, but these cards are so broken. Like, these cards just do everything compared to, like, I would never have to play Outdotics ever again. Even though I really like that archetype. Like, I never have to play that deck again because these cards, like, just do everything. It's like, oh, rank 8 catapult FTK. Oh wait, I don't even play Outdotics in this deck anyway. Oh boy, I don't even need Horus. I don't need Horus. I don't need whatever the hell this is. I don't need 3 copies of March 7th, 8th. I just get Black Swan to search them. Yeah, Vanguard, just go by. Just get out of here because I have Huo instead. The trade-ins are just a waste of space. I don't need 2 copies of Walls. I could just use 1. Just play top tier Ally of Justice. Yeah, you're right. Let's play this. Like, if I'm tired of Slash's bullshit, I'm just gonna play this. I'm just gonna play this win button. I still need to get around to editing. I might have to, like, get my editor as well. I need to contact him and just be like, okay, I'm gonna split it. I'm gonna do the ones that make me look bad. I'm just gonna edit those, and then you could edit the Ally of Justice one. Uh, and some of the other ones. Okay, so Clara. A giant robot. Okay, which one's Clara? Is Clara the? I'm guessing Clara's the girl. I don't know what the hell the robot is. Uh, yeah, special summon this if you control no monsters or control a level or rank 8 monster. You could special summon this card from your hand or banishment. Yeah, you can use this effect once per turn. Card is normal special summon. You can discard 1 card. Excavate the top 3 cards from your deck, then special summon the excavated Honkai Star Rail. Daddy Savarg. Is that a real name? Or is it just Savarg? Because I'm not calling him Daddy. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Special summon when activated Honkai Star Rail and shuffle the rest of the deck. You can use this effect up to thrice per turn. Calling up daddy's a must. I'm not gonna call somebody I don't know daddy. That's weird. I don't even call anybody I know daddy. That's so weird. Yeah. Another addition to the crazy things you can do. At least, to be fair, to give them credit, at least these two don't have unnecessary protection effects. Okay, we got ourselves some extra deck monsters, some Xyz monsters. Honkai Star Rail Bronya. 2+ level 8 monsters, including a Honkai Star Rail monster. While this card has a Honkai Star Rail card as material, this card cannot be targeted by your opponent's card effects. You can target one level or rank 8 monster in your graveyard banishment, special summon it in defense position. Then, if you special summon hold on. Okay, I'm reconnected. Are we back? Are we back again? No, it's me. I keep getting messages like, "Oh, uh my OBS got disconnected, so it's my fault, not yours." So yeah, Robin. So this is their boss monster, I think. As if the other ones weren't boss monsters. So you can also Xyz summon Honkai Star Rail Robin by using a Honkai Star Rail monster you control. Anyone? Just anyone. I could just have Honkai Star Rail Firefly on the field. Just use this one material to make Robin. Why? Hold on. Okay. Oh, if an effect monster has successfully activated this turn. Which is anything. God, Slash is killing me with these broken cards. I swear to God. I should have known this coming in. Like, okay, I know somebody was gonna come in and show me all these crazy broken cards. Like, it is destined to happen, and I just sit here and deal with it. But whatever. But yeah. The OP Brain Rot, yes. Once per turn, force quick effect. You can detach one material from this card, apply one of these effects. Special summon one level or rank 8 monster from your deck or banishment, except Honkai Star Rail Robin. Inflict 1500 damage to your opponent. You detach a Honkai Star Rail monster to use this effect. Put 2500 to your damage to your opponent instead. I guess this is what they meant by helping with the catapult turtle effect. And of course, we got ourselves Linkage, a counter trap card that is an Omni Negate. All you have to do is just tribute a level 8 or rank 8 monster. Now, while this card is in the graveyard, you special summon a Honkai Star Rail monster. You contribute one level 8 or rank 8 monster. Set this card, but banish it when it leaves the field. Okay. Okay, after reading all this, I think I could probably update my rank 8 catapult FTK. Also, Robin can counter this, by the way. Counter anti-slash zone. So this is what it looks like now. let's take these Honkai Star Rail cards that Slash made and try to apply them. Oh yeah, you also want me to show. Yeah, and also I gotta see the Mathmech cards. So. How many Mathmech cards? You just give me the same page. Yeah, I don't see the Mathmechs. I just see the generic cards. Yeah, I'm gonna look at the Mathmechs after I update this insanely broken deck. Uh, okay, so what can we get rid of here that we don't need? Well, unfortunately, I gotta get rid of Vanguard because Huo is better. I don't need 3 copies of March 7th and 8th. I could just use Black Swan instead. I don't need the Ash Blossoms. Because I could just any card here. Uh what else? What other broken card? Oh, yeah, I gotta get Clara in there. And since I'm doing an FTK, I might as well just put them at 1 of each. Linkage. Well, Linkage is a side deck. What else? I mean, I guess that's all for the for all of these. The main deck monsters. Maybe I could put another Clara in here. Another Clara. Another Huo. Yep, that's all I need. And now the Xyz monsters. We can take some of these out. We could take out Felgrand. We don't need him. We don't need Photon Lord. Just put the Honkai ones in there. Bronya, Kafka. Just put 1 of each. But they can just come back like very easily. What else? Well, I need Hope Harbinger for, Numeron Dragon. I don't need SP. Because, I have enough better banishing effects anyway. Yeah, maybe I might need like 2 copies of Robin. Slowly making him like Honkai and Genshin by corrupting his decks. Yeah, like at this point, all my Ogdotics are gone. Horus are like the only survivors. Like at this rate, like all you need is another ranking engine, and I can just take out Horus. Just make a Genshin deck, like a rank 8 Genshin deck that's like absurdly broken, and then I have like no choice. Like I gotta get rid of I gotta get rid of the Horus, and then I don't know. find a way to make a better Numeron dragon. They can just boost up all of its attack, so I can just use Catapult Turtle, just tribute it, and then just win the duel. So yeah, let's test this out. Let's test out this new FDK. Uh, okay, I can just activate this. Special summon this my hand, and then pay 1,500 to add a Draconic Dragon Knight. Add him again. But now I can activate this the special summon it from my hand. Activate this. Add any Honkai Star Rail card. Like, why not? Why not? You know, just add this. Lose another 1,500 because who gives a shit? Let's special summon Huo. Send Firefly to the grave. Activate Firefly. Special summoner. Let's overlay these three. Go to Coach Trainer. Hopefully we can get our King Sark this way. Hopefully we can get the King Sark and Catapult Turtle. Ah, we got both. We got both. Yeah, that spell is literally circular. Yes. Okay, and also I got, I got a Catapult Turtle, so that's minus 800. And traded, yes. Don't mind if I do. Draw 2. Ah, I got another Pot of Greed. Yep. Draw 2 again. And let's bring out Firefly. Banish these cards. 1. Yeah, 3, 4, because Black Swan could come back next turn if needed. Yeah, banishment. Alright, going to Firefly isn't once per turn? No, she is. You can even use the following, each of the following. I've only done 2. I won for the if she's sent to the graveyard, special summon it from your graveyard. Special summon a Cyburst. You can target one Cyburst monster from your graveyard or banishment, special summon it. So I can just bring her back in. Like, I don't even have to bring her from the field. I could just bring her from deck. So yeah, I'm gonna overlay this. Go to a Draglubion. I don't even need to use the Honkai Xyz monsters. Attach Huo to bring out my Numeron Dragon. Activate this. Attach. Okay, that's 60. That's 1,600. So that's 1,700. 17,000. Since I got the attack boost already, I can normal summon Catapult Turtle, activate Catapult Turtle, send it to the grave. Minus 1,700. I win. And boom! It's that easy. I didn't even need Horus. Like Horus is there. Horus is just there as an extender. I'm gonna put that in my Discord. Little skull emoji. Gosh, what have you done? What have you done? You've created a monster. All right, let's look at. All right, this is the last set of cards we're gonna look at today. The Mathmechs. New Mathmechs, as if we really needed them. Mathmech Angle. Well, I could be your angle or your devil. If you control a Mathmech tuner, except Angle, you could discard this card and target one non-tuner Mathmech monster in your graveyard. Special summon that monster. Card sent to the graveyard as a material for the secret summon as a Cyberse monster. Draw one card. Use each effect of Mathmech Angle once per turn. Yeah, we did need them. Circle of Death means something new. Yeah, hopefully something not as powerful as Circular. Alright, during your main phase, you can discard one Mathmech card. Special summon one Mathmech monster from your deck, except the Mathmech Exponential. Exponential. What? Yeah, you can use this effect once per turn. If this card from your deck to the graveyard, you target one defense position monster on the field, destroy it. Okay. Yeah, you just special summon a Mathmech monster from the deck. That's not a big deal. Rebalanced. Mathmech Radius. Okay, if you control a Mathmech tuner, you cannot special summon for the rest of the turn except Cyberse monsters. Also, special summon this from your hand. This card is special summon from the graveyard by a Mathmech card effect. You can discard one Mathmech monster. You can special summon one Mathmech Radius from your deck. You can use each effect once per turn. Yeah, as it yeah, we need something to replace Circular, but do we need all of these? All these guys? Did we need a field spell? Oh, fusions, Mathmech fusions, and more synchros. Did we? This is all necessary. I mean, Mathmech's already had a pretty good time in the sun. They didn't need to go this hard. Mathmech Root. That's a freaking rush card. I think this guy's a level. I remember him. I'm starting to remember. I remember him from Rush Duels. Name. My amnesia. Must find my answers. I'm pretty sure I've seen that guy before. He's either a level 8 or a something. Remember? Okay, maybe he's a level 7. Liver. Level 7. There he is! There he is. Ultimate Flag Mech Gold Rush. That's the guy. Found him. He got demoted from a level 8 to a level 4. Now he's just hanging out with the Mathmechs. Huh, didn't know that. Yeah, I see the connection. Okay. Alright, during your main phase, you can discard this card. Discard one card, special summon this card from your hand. Yeah, during the turn. During the turn, this send to the graveyard. If a Mathmech you control attacks a defense position monster with piercing damage. Oh, just any of them. Just if you're just attacking, just go for the piercing damage. Yeah, it's not the most offensive part of this target damage. It's like, oh, it's like so many other ways of the special summoning now. I would have to like find a Mathmech deck, optimize the hell of this. Maybe try out Exorcisters. See what those tuner cards would do. I'm not gonna do the Crystron one. I remember there was a Crystron one I saw like a month ago, but I'm not gonna look at that one. Inspired by a guy in Discord that said, "Okay, we need water Mathmech that gives piercing." Ah, I see now. That makes sense. I see the lore. But did you really need 3 water Mathmechs to fulfill that joke? A Mathmech calculator. All battle damage increased by the number of chip counters on this field times 100. Huh? Yes. No. I disagree. If a Mathmech is normal or special summon, place 1 chip counter, max 5 on this card. So you can just go up to 1,000 each time. Each time you attack by battle. That's insane. And plus, if you use this guy, you can just use piercing. Alright, during the end phase, if this has 5 chip counters, destroy this card. Also take 2,000. Okay, there's a little bounce there. A little cost of like, you don't want to special summon too much because this thing will explode. And you will explode too. Unless you're able to just, OTK your opponent. If you can use piercing, if this was used as secret material into Sigma, that's gonna spell like the end for your opponent. Alright, if a Cyber's monster is special summoned from the extra deck. Yeah, there's a field spell, by the way. Mathmech's Index. Cyber's monster is special summoned from the deck. You target that monster, it gains attack equal to its level, rank, link times 100. You can only activate this effect of Mathmech Index up to thrice per turn. If a Mathmech monster you control inflicts battle damage to your opponent, you can inflict damage to your opponent equal to half. That's a lot of, that's a lot of damage. That's what I'm getting at here. But you can't target Sigma because Sigma's not targeted. You can't target it with any. You can't affect it by anything. Maybe. Oh yeah, except Mathmech cards, right? Sukma. No, except Mathmech cards. You can target Geo Mathmech Final Sigma. You can target him. You can do some crazy shenanigans with him. Oh my god. The pain. You and Slash are killing me. Oh my god. I don't know how long I would take before doing the. I really hope one day I kind of just blow up so that I can make the tournament and you guys would have to like learn everything. I'm gonna have a full list of all the cards I reviewed. Maybe you and I have to like me, Slash, you, Ultra Kirby. You guys, we gotta get together. We gotta like, form a ban list of like stuff to like ban and a special limit. But at least these guys can. I think these guys can compare with the. I think these guys can compete with the magical girls. This is very viable for this format. Like these crazy guys. Okay, so Ian Mathmech arc curve. So this is you can contact fusion with this. Card is special summon from the extra deck. Place counters to this card equal to the level of level 4 Mathmech. Oh god, wait for this. How the hell are you gonna bring this guy out? Oh my god, I'm scared. Okay, you can place counters with different attributes. All Geomathmech, Pre-Mathmech, and Ian Mathmech monsters gain 400 attack for each counter on it. During your battle phase only, you can remove one counter during the end phase. Card is destroyed by a battle or card effect during your opponent's turn. You can target Mathmech monsters equal to the number of counters this card had on the field. Add them all to your hand, so you can do it all over again. Oh boy. Okay, Ian Mathmech Radicant. 2 level 4 Mathmech monsters. This is used by contact fusion. While your opponent has more cards in the hand than you do, Mathmech cards on your side of the field cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. If this card is destroyed by battle or a card effect and sent to the graveyard, both players draw 1 card. Okay, this one's pretty fair. This one's a little bit. This one's a little bit kind of crazy because, that's a lot of protection. And also, I can gain a lot of attack from our curve, but that's going to take a lot of setup. So this one, I'm not too upset about. Odds are if you're going to play against your opponent, then I don't know. It's going to be like a little back and forth. Like, oh, am I going to have more cards than you? No, I have more. No, you have more cards than me. No, you have more cards than me. And then you're just like kind of tug of warning. Like, I don't know what the hell I'm saying. Geomathmech Catalan. Alright, 1 Mathmech tuner. Oh, this is a sequel tuner, by the way, so you can either go with this or the original Geomathmech guy. I guess depending on the situation, you'll really need magma. Yeah, you could just make Mathmech like magma like obsolete here, if depending on this guy's effect. Okay, if this guy is synchro summoned using Mathmech monster as material, as its onto material, you can target 1 Cyberse monster in your graveyard, return it to the hand. If this card is place battle damage to your opponent, and immediately after the effect resolves, synchro summon 1 Mathmech monster you control. You're using. Oh my god, you can just evolve into Geomathmech Sigma. That's a little bit crazy. A little bit. Yeah, I wouldn't say Magma was completely obsolete because it kind of serves the same purpose. Like, oh, you can. Yeah, you can just destroy 2 monsters. So they both have their uses. So I wouldn't say Magma's completely obsolete. But this one's like really good for like recycling for recursion. Okay, here's the big man. Polymathmech Pyro Slayer. Pyrosis Slayer. He's a big boy. He's 4,000 attack. He is always treated as a level 16. Cannot be secret summoned. Must be special summoned from the deck by. Must be special summoned from your extra deck by summoning Cyberse monsters you control to the graveyard, whose levels exceed 12. 1 tuner and 1 more non-tuner. So wait, if you just go like 13, say if you just like, I don't know, synchro with like a tuner with like Mathmech Sigma, Just go right into this guy. And cannot be special summoned by other ways. Unaffected by your opponent's card's effects. While if this card is in the extra monster zone, just like Sigma. Any damage it inflicts is tripled. If this card attacks a defense position monster, like your opponent. Jesus Christ, that's scary. Card is sent from the field to the graveyard. Banish this card and 2 other Mathmech monsters. Your graveyard special summon Geo Mathmech Final Sigma from your action deck to the extra monster zone. You can use this effect once per turn. Okay, so this isn't completely generic. You need Cyber's monsters, but you're just gonna use Mathmech. Jesus Christ. If you just bring this guy out, you just pierce 1 monster, your opponent's dead. Just updated the effect of Black Swan. Not only does he requires a discard for a summon effect, but it's also changed the quick effect from a negate to both players draw 1. Okay, I guess I'm gonna reload the page. See the updated effect of Black Swan. Yep, this is still the searcher. If your opponent, you can tribute this card, then okay, that effect becomes okay. It's like it does remind me of something. Another card did this. Gossip Shadow. Yeah, you took this from Gossip Shadow. I should really pick up Mathmech again. Oh yeah, so should I. A fan of Yubel. Yeah, I might pick up Mathmech as well. I'm gonna put that in my. All right, since I reviewed all the cards, I might as well show you. I might as well show you what I have here. So I made a wheel for viewer duels. And I'm gonna add Mathmech to the wheel. And as you can see, I already added Circuit. I already added Wonderful. I misspelled Grimine as Grimoire. Let me fix that. Grimine. I need to optimize that deck, by the way. Take some of the other random cards here. No, I didn't. I said I have to, which I'm going to after the stream. I mean, I don't know what to do with these Roshidari cards, but they're gonna be useful somewhere. I could tell. I could tell they're like gonna be like really good somewhere. Gotta like figure it out. And I already have this in my Chaos deck. I already have, me and Squimpy. We're already in the Chaos deck. That has like pretty much every. I might even update this, add like kind of remove some of the circuit cards here, and just replace them with other cards. Mainly the Honkai Star Rail stuff. Maybe some of the Precure stuff if I could, if it's possible. Probably not. I don't think I could put like Mathmech here or something. Yeah, it is a small engine for something. I don't know. I'm gonna update everything. Because there's like I want this deck to be like a celebration of the custom card review. It's just my favorite deck in the game. Dodek's up there here. Uh, Lair of Brightness. Honkai Circuit. Yeah, assuming I don't lock myself into only Circuit. So, yeah, I have cards that do that. So it's a little bit tricky. Like, the more I think about it, the more it's like, okay, I don't think I could. It really goes well with, like, other decks. Like, I had this replay here. I had a plenty of replays of, like, the other variants of the deck, but I found out none of them work because, you need to use the circuit card. You need the circuit, cards that are, like, special summon from the deck. So yeah, I went into Giant Trainer. Yep, went into Bit. Yeah, see, I messed up. I misplayed here. This is like a bad replay. I'm gonna make sure the Grim Renee and Mathmech are public. Well, let's see. Yeah, they're all here. Except for the normal monster. I don't see the normal monster. None of the spells are here. You need to put the spells. There's history. Yeah, where's the Wendigo? I don't see the Wendigo. I don't see this. Oh, wait. No, you're good on the spells, actually. You're good on the spells. Okay, never mind. You got everything. 8 monsters. 11. Yeah, I think you got everything. Yeah, you're good. Mathmech, I don't know. All right, 5, 6, 10. Yeah, you don't have all of them here yet. I don't see the big level 16 synchro monster. I don't see them. Okay, they're all public. Okay. Yeah, like the cards I uploaded, the circuit cards and the other ones, like I uploaded all of them to publicly. Like I set them all to public all last night. Like so that I made sure nobody got spoiled. And thankfully that was not the case. Yep, we got everything. So yeah, I think that wraps up our custom card review today. Yeah, so yeah. Oh yeah. One more thing I gotta say. I optimized some of the decks that I previously reviewed. Like Spell Sword Hero. Previously it was like okay, it was like a bunch of like level 4 monsters that are like they don't really do much. They're just kind of hanging out, most of them, and like their fusion monsters are kind of like whatever. Okay, now decide this. Now to decide what deck to share next. Well, I'm gonna be done today. Like I think my voice is giving out. But yeah, what I basically did with the Spell Sword Heroes is like I was like, screw these effects, or like,
Oh no, we can't have spell cards in the graveyard.
like I stopped giving a crap about it. I would just went all out, just Spell Sword Hero. No, I just went all out, just put in the hero deck. Oh, for next stream? Well, yeah, you got a whole month for that. So yeah, this is like the best way to play here, Spell Sword Hero. I mean, you were kind of giving away with this. This is Spell Sword Hero, and I made like a what? This is not the. I don't think this is like the best, most up to date way to play heroes. I was just like, okay, let me just make a hero deck real quick. Let me just take what I know about heroes, just apply them to these new cards, and I think my results were pretty good. I set up a replay on the Discord. We'll just show it on stream. Oh wait, no, that's the deck. That's the deck list. Yeah, I'm just showing it to the, I'm just showing it on Twitch. I already have it on Discord, but I'm gonna show it on Twitch. So yeah, yeah, you just activate this to draw a card. Yeah, activate this. Well, I didn't get anything. I just got Poly in the Grave. All right, Liquid Soldier. Get Stratos. Search for Spell Sword Academy. Get Academy. I happened to mill Malicious. Like, that was just a coincidence. And went these two. Went for Cross Crusader. Get Cross Crusader. Summon Malicious. Tribute Malicious. Get Ferris. Activate Ferris. Discard this guy. Torden. Basic normal plays. I also made Mask Heroes. Oh, great. Yeah, I banished these to bring out Torden bigger. Because he has like a negate, an Omni negate. I bring out Malicious again because there's 3 copies of it. Yep, extra hero Wonder Driver, Poly into Sunrise. Yep, get Poly back to the hand. Get Miracle Fusion. Get Inferno Driver. Reveal Tulane so I could get Mate Step again. Poly. Get Tulane. Activate Tulane. Draw a card. I got Imperm. Boom. It's a pretty decent one. It's not, it's not amazing. It's not for standards of, the decks we've seen. I'll let a poll decide which to share next week ball. Yeah, you can put a poll on Discord. You can put a poll in the custom card section. I'm gonna. All right, I'm just gonna leave a little thing. No, I'm gonna do it after the stream. I'm gonna do it right after. So I'm just gonna wrap it up here. Crap. Wait, is there? I'm pretty sure there's like one more thing I want to share before I go. What else? What else did I update? No, I think I covered everything. Oh wait, I made a healing good hero, healing good catapult FTK. Oh wait, I already showed that actually. I already showed it in like an earlier stream, but just to show you the deck, this is what I did. This is the mess I made. Like it's not as good as the rank. It's not as good as this one where you don't need Horus at all. Like this one's like peak ridiculousness of just using the catapult turtle, but it still exists. You can do it. You can do it with the healing good cards. So yeah, I think that wraps up my stream. Like I think, yeah, my voice is giving out. I'm just gonna find some raid. I need to rest my voice for tomorrow because tomorrow. Okay. So yeah, tomorrow I forgot what I wrote in my schedule, but I'm gonna be streaming all week because you guys wanted me to do the Alien Isolation stream. Like, you guys wanted me to keep going due to popular demand. All right, tomorrow. Oh my god, how stupid of me! Yeah, tomorrow's Tuesday. Viewer duels. We get to play with the custom cards, and then Wednesday's a big, like, another big one. Sparking Zero. I'm looking forward to playing the story mode. I mean, I could have easily just like played it off stream, but I want to share my experience on stream. So, looking forward to that. The rest of the week, a lot of other great stuff like the Sonic Adventure 2 Sonic Adventure 2 randomizer. That one's gonna be really fun. And of course, Friday's the more scuffed